I really do be like that. Cracks me up. Oh, nice, nice. Okay. That's what I do too. When you send them to me, I put them on a backup hard drive so they don't like clog up my computer. So I feel you on that one, believe me. I mean, well, that's fine. We upload them on YouTube anyway. Yeah. Do you have the stream? Is it streaming already? Oh, okay. Yeah. 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 It is working. Yes. Like how we have all these technical things still. It's still fun. It's part of the. It's great. Mhm. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone joining. You should probably do it. I'm gonna do a quick post and say we're live. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. Well, I'm so excited for next week. That's gonna be fun. Yes, get into that detail talk and planning.
Get both audio, mic audio. Right now, I think probably not gonna. It's probably gonna hear me right now in the recording. But hey, that's fine. Welcome, welcome. Just give people some time to funnel in. Get my little references out. There's a lot of. Did you have a reference for Paradeinonychus we can use?
I'm using the toy, and
Like you actually have the toy.
oh no, like a picture of the toy.
Oh, can you
I don't
send
have
me?
any of the.
Can you send me that
Yeah,
picture?
yeah. Let me put it in the I'll put it in our Discord our Discord chat. I'll send to
Mm-hmm.
you on the DMs.
Gotcha.
Da, da, da. I'm using this one.
Let me just get a cool little copy. Paste. Okay, cool.
Da, 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 dun, da, dun, da, dun.
Hey, it's Acro. Acro's back. Good to see you again. Welcome back.
Welcome, welcome.
Welcome. We're gonna be starting soon. In just a little bit, we're just gonna get our little supplies and get ready. I'm gonna get a couple more things.
Make sure all of you out there joining in, make sure you get some water, a couple of snacks. It's a little
And
bit later tonight, so if you if you have your dinner, bring your dinner with you. You know, don't restrict yourself. You
this is
know.
true. This is true. Don't restrict yourself. Let's see. Also, happy Halloween, folks, wherever you are in the world. It is the season of scary,
Yes,
or I should say,
season of. costumes and candy.
I should say the last day of costumes and candy because it's November.
Oh yeah, that's true.
November comes tomorrow. Or I apologize for any loud noises. There's gonna be activity within my house. Family's gonna be visiting around.
Halloween is such on an awkward day this year.
Yeah, it comes out. It's a Tuesday, or it's you know. I remember one time though when I was a kid, it was on a Friday, and that was awesome.
Oh, man, it's kind of sad how it's like those only happen like once in a blue moon, you know?
I know. I think one time my birthday landed on like a weekend, and like I already had those weekends off, so I had like a 5 day weekend for my birthday.
Wow. Oh, that's so sick.
It was pretty
You had like a
random.
birthday week, dude.
Yeah, makes it fun.
It really does.
Okay, I think I got all that I need. Oh, let me make sure everything's there. You go. Okay, there we go. Stream's on. Okay, I'm just make sure I can see myself. Cool. Okay, we'll be starting like what? When do you want to kind of call it? In just a couple
What?
minutes.
Yeah, whatever you want. We could start 6:15.
Okay, sorry, 6:15. Sounds
Mm,
like a good plan. Just give me 1 second.
yeah. For those of you joining in on our stream right now, today's creature what we're going to be doing is the Paradeinonychus. Super exciting figure. He's in the chaos Kenner Chaos Effect line. I think about 1997, 98 maybe.
I'm back. Yeah, I feel that. What are you talking about? The model itself, the toy?
Yeah, just going over what today's topic is going to be under Roaring references. So what we're going to be talking about is finding and utilizing inspiration, and what that means is well how you sort of interpret references. References being inspiration from other artists, other sources, classes that you may have taken. You know, anatomy classes, drawing classes, those are all references, things that we take out of life that you sort of use to fuel and motivate and help you design your work.
Exactly. Kind of getting a sense of like, well, when you're practicing, it's always good to have that, to practice the knowledge, and you're not going to have recall that immediately. So it's always good to have a reference to kind of refresh and help you kind of simplify and keep you on track when you're kind of trying to do something specific. Like even I still use references. Every artist that's from novice to professional uses their references, and it's about expanding on the idea and kind of adding more of your personal take on something, which always makes it fun.
Definitely. Also, in a sense, it organizes your thoughts too, because sometimes when we go into a project, we can kind of be all over the place when beginning a project, and that's kind of what goes to the new project anxiety, because sometimes we don't know where to begin, and references and organizing those references does help to sort of clear out some of the static, that comes with all the imagery that we sort of conjure up in order to create something. So it really does organize.
Oh, new person, that Mario guy, 2626. Justin, would you ever consider doing a sculpture tutorial?
Sculpture tutorial, as in like
Your process in, like, I guess, doing your sculpture.
I guess how to do a model. I
Yeah,
mean, I guess I could. I don't know if I would. I mean, I maybe I could consider myself teach worthy to be able to sort of
Justin,
instruct a way to be
we're,
able to.
yeah, they said yes. I think we're both at that level now.
Yeah. I'm gonna be doing live streams as well. In case you didn't know, RJ has started his solo live streams. He does those every Sunday.
Yep.
I'm gonna be doing solo live streams too. They're gonna be on Thursdays. I don't know if I will be doing one this week, I or next week, but I am planning on doing live streams for tutorials, sort of. Yeah, I mean, we're trying. We're really trying. We really are.
Aw, that was very nice. That Mario guy says, "You're worthy men. Both of you guys are awesome artists." Oh, thank you so much. That's very kind of you. But yeah, no, my streams are every Sunday. Solo streams are visual development for my world building projects, and it's 6 p.m. PST. And my good friend Justin, like he said, is going to be doing it Thursday. And you are quite the accomplished modeler, sir.
Yeah. Practice makes perfect. That's why we do these streams.
Oh,
That's why we do them.
real quick to expand on what you were talking about reference, I just got back from
Mhm.
Lightbox last Sunday and I went to a
Yes.
panel for visual development, and that is a key moment of the phase of ideation. Use Pinterest boards, even look at different styles. You're not trying to just copy, you're trying
Yes.
to synthesize and understand the look and tone of a project you're trying to do. All this is just to filter and guide it to the most refined version of what you're trying to do. And I think that's the most important thing to kind of remember. What you're doing is just giving more tools in your build. Think of yourself like Batman. You're just kind of using more tools in your kit to kind of go across the city. You know?
That was beautifully put. That really was. Yeah, you need to tell us more about. So that was a big topic over there too, is
Yes.
utilizing
Oh
references,
yeah, references,
visual
diversifying your
aids.
references, visual aids, diversifying your references, style guides, making lookbooks. Um, it's one thing to kind of have an idea. It's another thing to actually do visual development on it. For example, if I say, "All right, Justin, Universal just called you. You know what they really want you to do? They're gonna do a. They want you to work on doing some art pieces. They want to do a graphic novel of the original Jurassic Park book, right?
I think that'd
So
be the dream,
that
wouldn't
is a
it?
dream. So they're going to take the novel and make it into a graphic novel. Well, that's one thing. What is that supposed to look like? What style do they want it in? Do they want something more
That's true.
realistic, more stylistic, more? I guess you could say graphic. Do they want it to? They're like, no, no. You know what we want it to look like? We want it to feel like pulpy, like 1970s Mark Schultz kind of vibe, or like 1980s like Steve Gold.
I was gonna say actually, I was gonna ask you. I said if it was to go to a graphic novel, it was gonna be like a live action, like HBO miniseries. Would you go good 90s? Because I feel like I would go 80s. I would go 80s. Like
Well, the thing is, like, when does the book take place again? Like 89 to like 90 something?
yeah. I mean, well, I mean, it would have to be the Jurassic. Weren't the Toyotas 1989
Yeah.
Toyota Land Cruisers?
But even then, you can still kind of ideate. It's like, how do you want this to look?
Yeah, I would go. I would. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, sorry, we're going on a that's a
Tangent.
rant there, but that's exact. That's a the Those are the topics. Those are the topics, everyone.
But yeah. Anyway, are you ready, good sir?
Let's do this.
Okay, we're gonna get into it. So I like to start off with kind of doing shadow sculpture to kind of get the forms and basic shapes without having too much commitment. And I'm trying to learn more of a process and technique of just kind of simple ideation to kind of really make this easy for myself.
So explain to us about the sort of shadow sculpt, the steps. What does that mean to you as far as starting when it comes to your I mean your shadow sketches?
So shadow sketches for me, it's just kind of a way to kind of my natural inclination is for detail. I'm a very detail oriented person, and I love going into detail. But as I've gotten older, and further along in my artistic journey, one thing I had to unlearn or kind of ease away from doing is going into detail too soon and unnecessary amounts of detail. And this is just a way for me to kind of focus on the basic shapes, the important things. Like, you want to work a piece as a whole. You don't really want to get locked down in one thing so early on. When you're starting a design, it's always important to kind of remember you have things that you need to get done first. What is the shape, the overall shapes you're trying to do? What is this kind of trying to look like? What's the feeling of this? What's the line of action? It's good to figure that out all early, because when you get to the final drawing, it's just refining. That's what rendering is. Rendering is not starting, rendering is finishing. Yeah?
Hmm.
So
Yes.
if you start it for the render, it's not going to be really helpful, because if you may need to make changes, you're going to have to redo the whole thing, and it's going to feel frustrating. I should know from experience. I used to it's like, this is my best drawing ever, and then see like a tangent. It's like, no, I got to redo the whole thing, and I get so angry. But when you learn to let go and kind of just iterate, and that's the thing, iterate. Keyword is iteration. Make multiples of the same drawing, because what you're trying to do is you're trying to figure out with yourself where you want to go.
Hmm.
How do you want to do this? Like, what is the ultimate goal here?
So in regards to references,
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to so let's say you're starting a new project
Yeah.
and you're going to be starting off with your like your shadow sketches, your silhouettes. How would you utilize, or how would you find references in order to help you begin those?
So I don't use references when I shadow sketch, really. I just kind of go off. Well, I kind of do in a way. I don't go too hard though. I just get a general shape of like what I'm trying to go for. So right now I'm just mostly looking at the toy, and trying to
Hmm.
figure out what the toy is. Um, What I more so though want to do is understand and seek to understand the the basic forms. When I get to more detailed work, that's when the references come in. Because I have already
Hmm.
worked the basic forms, now I'm just cleaning them up and using referencing the anatomy of the creatures I'm trying to do, or something
Hmm.
specific. You know, if I'm doing something stylistic, there's maybe a quality of line work that I want this to kind of have. You know, or
Yeah.
maybe it's something else. I just want to make sure that I'm using it as a guide. It's not something that's meant to kind of it's something that, again, a tool to kind of help you measure and make adjustments and then bring this drawing to where it needs to be. It's not so much there to kind of be the main thing. If I'm just doing that, then that's just kind of copying, which again is good for like a study, but when you're trying to do a finished piece, that's not really what you want to do. What you want to do is use reference as a guide, not so much a finality.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah, I like to make at least six shadow sculptures, and then I'm gonna pick my top three, and then I'm gonna combine them into like a one master mold one, and that's when I'll start getting into more refined work.
That's when, in the spirit of Halloween, we refer to as sort of a Dr. Frankenstein type aspect, where you're taking all the best parts and fitting them together to create your it's alive.
Yes, this is the moment when we start genetically engineering humans and dinosaurs, and have them running around Universal Studio.
Like that. What is that? They had an event like that
Yeah,
sort of
it's
way back in the day,
that,
right?
that's what
A Horror Nights one,
yeah,
huh?
that's what I'm referencing.
That is great. That is so much fun.
Yeah, that was cool. Okay, got my little things all together. I'm gonna save this real quick. Always save your work, folks. Saves you heartache.
The heartache is the key element there.
I know, so much, so much. Okay, I got my little shadow sculptures right here. Now I'm going to start editing and changing them up to kind of make them more unique. Because, having the same ones is just kind of boring. You want to have some variety.
Hmm.
Let's go. This is when I kind of pull up my reference just for a little flavor, just to kind of have some ideas. The Paradeinonychus has always been an interesting one.
It's definitely. I feel like it's not your average.
Hybrid.
Yeah, because usually when you think of people, putting these, hybrids, these combination of animals, they usually use animals with the most extreme aspects, like the Compsognathus with the, incorporating the stegosaur with its, the plates, or the Margaspinus with the huge, the big spurs basically just coming out. It's something that you wouldn't expect to see a combination in.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's kind of like one of the more unique ones, I think. I had this toy. It was really cool.
Did it come with a tail?
No, it never. They never did. None of them ever did. They were just kind of
So
there.
odd.
I don't know why they picked specifically that kind of one. It's like the battle damage aesthetic.
I'm curious as to if it was supposed to be one of those things where like it detached like a lizard,
I think maybe
like if it lost its tail.
that'd be kind of an interesting idea. Yeah. It does kind of have some lizardy qualities to it, but then again, a lot of these like chaos effect creatures kind of do.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many things I want to do with this. I kind of get a sense like, because like here's the thing. Remember, calling back to our earliest conversations and we started the series, we were talking about the range of creature design.
Yes.
Like right now, we're gonna just doing a hybrid. Like this thing was engineered in a lab, mixing the two creatures into one.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you wanted to go through the same aesthetic, if you wanted this to be a naturally occurring creature, there's a whole entire different line of thought process you would do that you could still come to the same conclusion, right? Because it's not that
Hmm.
hard to imagine within evolution, a predatory hadrosaur kind of evolving,
Yeah.
And but how would you approach that, as opposed to kind of what we're doing right now? Like you can interpret this design in many ways.
Yeah. So who I'm kind of picturing this thing is I think I'm actually taking a chance right now and constructing this as maybe it took on the more Hadrosaur aspects than the Deinonychus. So I'm wondering
Mmm.
if I can make this into a character that is not necessarily intentionally trying to be malevolent, as opposed to sort of the previous creations that we did, that maybe is something that is probably omnivorous.
Mmm. I
Um,
like that actually.
yeah, and then possibly the only time it's would probably be aggressive, it would maybe probably be territorial, taking something in that into consideration. But uh, yeah, I kind of want to expand and see the more calm side of the chaos effect. The calm within the chaos to see if there's
I
a
like
contradiction there.
I see what you mean. That's pretty cool.
What's the what do you have in your head as far as the idea? What is your brain sprouting to this
I'm
character?
not gonna lie, my brain's kind of going more of a naturalistic route today.
Hmm.
So I'm kind of making a like predatory hadrosaur.
Okay, I get you. I get you. Gotcha. Gotcha.
So like I'm kind of following it in a way, but I'm trying to. I guess I'm going more like you. Like there's Deinonychus there, but I'm going more hadrosaur. At least it feels for now. That can change.
Yeah.
Like these things are about iteration, is about rapid kind of things. But I also kind of want to pay an homage to like hadrosaur tropes of like the late '90s and 2000s.
Yeah.
So like for example, like my favorite one is like the one where they put the waddle on it on the back of the crest.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. We're connecting to the back of
Yeah,
the atlas there. Yeah, I get that. I get that.
which is
Those
in
are
it.
some of the most interesting interpretations. Not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie, it was a pretty cool, cool meme. Actually, oh, hold on. So, that's the thing about this. When you're iterating this fast, you can see the potential. A great thing I learned from going to that seminar for visual development, right, was that
Tell us.
the whole entire point of this is to be a conversation. If you just kind
Hmm.
of, it's a tennis match. They said it's like you're not supposed to have finality when you're doing like visual development like this. You're supposed to have things that can be questions that can lead into conversations.
Hmm.
So when you're doing design, it's not so much to, especially when you're doing pre-production. Pre-production is not production. Those are two different things. Production is finality.
Yeah.
When you're doing pre-production work, or if you want to get into pre-production work, you're all about the ideas. You live in the world before production.
Yeah.
So it's about making those fun things. You're meant to invoke ideas. And this is more so like for me, and for people who are like me trying to get into that field to understand is like, don't be so concerned about making like, a finished piece in that kind of regard. More so be focused on making strong concepts.
Yes.
And that takes experimentation, and it's a lot of fun.
But there's a lot that can be done with it. It's part of the beauty within the art itself.
Yes. I like how the claws are like webbed.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I'm thinking of incorporating. I know I want to incorporate like a mix between like a hadrosaur like hadrosaur feet, like the hooves, but add like add like the but kind of maybe sharpen them out. Add that sharp Deinonychus claw in there.
You had a thumb.
Yeah, there's so much you can do. This is really it's really an exciting.
One.
It's a challenge. Yeah. Mhm. So for those of you folks joining in, welcome, welcome. Today we are working on the Paradeinonychus, the Chaos Effect Kenner Chaos Effect toy from the late '90s. It's a very interesting character,
Is a
and
very
RJ and I
one.
are both very RJ and I are both basically doing these renders within our own software to sort of kind of break up the to give you both insights onto how two different artists would approach, a different creating something that's a little bit, you know, well, creating pretty much anything. You get to get basically two different views,
Yeah,
two different inputs, and it's kind of it's makes it kind of fun that way. But RJ is using Photoshop, and I am using ZBrush
master of the sculpt.
and master the concepts over here.
Ooh, I'm trying to be. But no, there's a lot of cool things you can kind of take this. One thing I always like to think about is the balance of the animal.
Hmm.
Like if it's running, where the weight would be distributed, and how to kind of
Yeah.
plan accordingly. Because you got to be careful. You want the piece to kind of feel believable. So like there's a lot of weight coming in the back here. So I try to balance it out right here. So I'm imagining this thing, and some things I'm also thinking about this. Another great thing is to kind of each design you iterate, you're thinking of story, a different story. So
Hmm.
maybe I think this one right here is more omnivorous and kind of closer to what you're doing.
It's definitely a challenge from what we have been working on with these past chaos effect interpretations.
Yeah, no, definitely. There's a lot to kind of play with here. When we get to the settling, though, or at least when I do, at least, that's when I kind of get the story as it takes shape.
Usually in this beginning process, everyone, it's important to note to definitely not be too hard on yourselves. You don't want to immediately imagine a finished product because then you start trying to basically just fill in all these gaps that haven't been created yet in order to get to that finished product. You sort of want to go in with an open mind of how, of the end result, not you don't want to be too strict on yourself because then you begin to limit the chances you're going to take in creating something that could be ultimately you could surprise yourself. So definitely go in feeling a little bit feel a little bit feel free. Don't be too hard on yourself. That's an important thing. Important. That's an important lesson that usually throughout these streams we try to remind everybody to take it easy, relax, have fun with it.
Yeah. Can you check real quick to see if we're still on streaming?
Yeah. Yeah, we're still streaming. Oh, I think I had it paused. Oh yeah, no, yeah, we're definitely still going.
Interesting. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, I looked at it and there was like nothing there, and then I was like, wait a second. And then I just pressed play.
I know I'm seeing
Can you
kind of.
not see anything on yours?
Yeah, I'm seeing something. I'm seeing kind of like a dark screen here on the stream itself. We've been having issues, folks. So I do apologize. There we go. Got everything back. There it is. Do you check again?
Yeah. Everything's still there. Hmm.
Okay, cool, cool. Nice. I want to make sure that there's something there. We may be, what, 6 streams in, but we still got a lot to learn.
Oh yeah,
Don't worry, though. Like, year 2 is going to be amazing.
it's gonna be great, guys.
Okay, and I'm going to try do something interesting here, I'm going to... Oh, DigiZed's here. Hey, welcome, welcome, buddy.
Welcome, welcome.
We're doing the Paradeinonychus. We're trying to make an unholy combination of both cute, chonky hadrosaur and vicious raptor. At least that's what I'm trying to go for. So right now we're just doing shadow. I'm doing shadow sculptures and basic primitive shapes before I go to a blockosaur. I'm gonna spice it up and maybe have a different pose. I feel like I was kind of playing it too safe with the other ones.
Blockosaurs.
Actually, no, I think maybe I gotta keep it running because it kind of just feels like another Dino Canis,
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit. So, Justin,
Hmm.
what things that you like to kind of try to when you're pulling reference? What are you trying to usually do?
I try to the big thing that I like to do is I like to first try to think of the environment that the animal is going to be in. Um, I think that helps immediately start off with anatomical features. If a creature or a character is going to be develop adaptations, that way I could already take these into consideration when starting the design or the anatomy, the basic primitives. So, for example, like elongated limbs or shorter torsos, things like that are usually uh, are factors based on how a creature developed into environment. So that's where I like to start off with. I like to understand that before immediately going into creature design. I find that to be very useful.
Oh, I think that's a really nice thing to kind of think about. I think those are very good tools to kind of keep at your disposal. Again, it goes back to what we were talking about really early on. Think about the context of your creature or your character, anything really. Think about the context of whatever your concept you're working on. It always grounds it.
Yes.
Because there's a
Don't be
logic.
afraid. There's no such thing as too many references.
Exactly, and not only that, there's always a logic behind what you're doing. Even if it's
Hmm.
spontaneous, it's always good to keep an idea of like why what was going into that process. Because if you're going to, I'm speaking again. I'm just trying to reiterate what I learned. If you're going to be speaking at like visual development, you're trying to go for these jobs doing professional concept art. Those are the questions they're going to ask you. Is like, what was your process? What was your idea? What was your thoughts behind this?
Yeah, definitely.
Because they're going to ask you why. But if you're just beginning, it's still a good thing to know when you're, why for your own reasons. Welcome, everyone. We got some 4 viewers. We're just doing the Paradeinonychus. And I think I've got to my little blockosaurs. A block. I think I got my silhouettes, and I'm gonna get ready to move on to the picking of them. So I like to kind of choose my top 3. That's looking great, man.
Dude, I love your sketches, your blockosaurs. This is a fun one. It's always a riot.
Thank you. But I'm saying yours is coming up too. It's looking
Oh,
really good.
thank you, thank you.
Hey, do you remember when Discovery Channel had like a kids network with cartoons?
No, did they? Or maybe I do, and it's like an old suppressed memory at this point.
Discovery Kids?
Oh yeah, I knew Discovery Kids. Is that the version, or is
Yeah,
that like?
that's the show. Because I'm asking, do you remember a specific show called Dino Sapien?
Yes,
Yeah,
I do.
dude. Okay, I thought I'm not the only one that's not. The head of that looks like one of the intelligent ankylosaurs they had.
Oh my gosh, what a riot!
Yeah.
I'm like thinking of Dinotopia right now with like that talking
Oh,
Gallimimus looking guy.
exactly. He's like, they sounded so funny.
That was such a
It's a weird.
that's a memory, dude.
I love that show. Oh, I ran into William Stout at the convention.
Oh no, wait, for real?
Yeah, I know him. We talked and caught up.
Oh, that's so sick.
He's super cool.
That's that's the closest. How'd that go? How was that?
Oh, he's really cool. He remembered me. He remembered my artwork, and then I invited him to be a guest on my podcast. He's like, "Sure, let me know."
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, I should probably remind everybody that for those of you who are just sort of tuning in, RJ does have a podcast coming up. He's going to be covering a lot of really cool topics. RJ, if you want to give him a quick little update on,
Oh
not
yeah.
update, but yeah,
True.
give him
True.
give him the drop of news on that. What's
Sure.
going on
Sure.
with that?
Yeah. So the podcast is nearly complete. We're just getting season 1 edited right now. We're looking at a mid to late November launch. We just got some minor things to go, and it's going to be starting soon. It's going to be called the Mindscape Museum. It's a podcast that looks at the interconnectedness between visual and narrative art and science. I talk from everyone from visual development artists to paleontologists to scientists to story creators to world builders about their shared passions and how these connect and how we can use the power of story and art to kind of bring more things to life and excite the imaginations of the public.
Super exciting. So everybody, we will give you more updates on that as time goes on, but definitely make sure you follow RJ and you reshare when those updates come out too, because it's gonna be really sick. It's gonna be a fun time.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at RJ Nieto Illustrated. You can find Justin at JurassicJustin.
Cool. That's Justin. Hopefully that might be that's obvious.
Exactly.
Super, super fun. Super, super fun.
No, no, you have your rival, Jurassic Tristan.
Is that a person?
No, but imagine.
Oh, you had me. I was like, wait a second. Is this for real? Do I need to be a? Can you imagine?
Oh no, someone's gonna do it now.
Someone come up with Jurassic Tristan.
Oh my god, he would it be like he's like your nemesis. You know, like he made that count specifically to be your nemesis.
Oh my gosh.
He doesn't do
My
your
rival.
rival. He doesn't do Jurassic Park models. No, he does Carnosaur model.
Carnosaur. Did you ever read the book Carnosaur? Because
I
that was
did.
based off of a book,
I
wasn't it?
know. It's just that is something. That book is. Ooh, I didn't read it, but I just watched a video breakdown of it. That is something, good sir.
Do I need to read it?
You do, but like be forewarned, it is very graphic.
Oh, well, I mean, okay.
Like it gets crazy in that one. Like I'll put you like gently as I can. It's just like but like weirdly enough, it has a lot of Jurassic Park elements in it.
Oh, okay,
Like
okay,
it
okay.
feels very close. Like someone knew something.
So,
Okay, I'm gonna pick a base model that I really like, and I'm digging this one. So I'm gonna use this as a base. I'm gonna kind of move on traits that I enjoy. This guy didn't actually come out as bad as I thought. I kind of like the heavyset body of it, and I also like this one. Let me think. This one has a cool crest.
that's what
Some
we like to talk about, everybody, to trust yourself. Sometimes you're gonna surprise yourself in you don't want to go in with just a straight vision, just go for it.
Yeah,
Do several sketches, and something's gonna happen. You're gonna make magic.
exactly. That's the power of ideation. Let me see. Actually, let me kind of dig this one a little more. This kind of heavyset boy, but here I'm gonna do this. This is what we're gonna do. Okay, I like the arms of this one, so I'm going to keep that. So I'm going to take this, erase this. Ooh, and you know what? I like the length of those legs more now in this kind of position. So I'm going to erase that. Kind of blend that in. And then, I'm going to bring this guy back in because I enjoy this guy's head a lot. Yeah, okay, I know what to do now. So, again, a lot of this is trial and error when it comes to me kind of coming to a final sketch design, but I think I'm coming to a head. A head, literally. Ooh, and there's a happy little accident right there.
Happy little accidents.
Are always the best. Okay, I
Yes.
think I got something here. It's a little bit of a meaty boy, but you know what? I'm gonna kind of run with it.
If you're gonna go chonky, as KPI Creations uh says, if you want Chonky Chonk Boy, just go with Chonky Chonk Boy.
Nice. Wait, that was that something in the? Was that in the chat right now?
That's a YouTuber that I follow. She makes like really cool like art looking dolls, art plushies.
Nice. Okay, I'm gonna do that. You know, yeah, yeah. Okay, there we go. There we go. There. Let me get the leg. This is like a heavy set one.
Yeah, mine's coming out pretty chonkers too.
But then
I'm
again,
liking it.
like that's the thing though. Hadrosaurs are like really thick animals.
They are so thick.
But they're
They
very
are.
exactly. But like that's the thing. Like they were always under muscled, like and shown very. Again, that was at the time. You know that was.
Mm,
But you know they're very and don't get this misconstrued. Thick does not mean like they're solid. They are muscular animals. They're you would
yeah.
not want to mess with one. Like I know they always get depicted as like fodder for the carnivores, but in reality, you probably
No, they were hadrosaurs are beasts.
yeah
They
you
are
don't want to mess
well
with
because
them.
they're built to basically withstand carnivores. Like they're
Exactly.
built to be tanks.
Like Shantungosaurus. Have you seen that one?
Oh, dude,
Yeah,
dude.
massive. Just massive. Behemoth.
Some of them are just crazy.
Okay, I think I got my Master Shadow. Just kind of doing some minor cleanup. There we go. So like I said, I kind of like to use this process to add additional things to just kind of get it going. There we go. And there we go. I'm going to get down to the Blockosaur now. Let me make a copy of this. I just have it for later. Then I'm going to do this. So my Blockosaurs are pretty much just a shape language breakdown, just the basic primitive shapes, as Justin would say, to kind of get a sense of where this guy is going. Give me a sense of things to kind of work off of. So, Justin, how's your dog?
My real dog or the Paradeinonychus.
Your Paradeinonychus is looking amazing.
Thank you, thank you.
But
And
how's
my
your...
dog's doing chill. He's chilling here.
Nice.
He's joining on the stream.
Is he being cute?
He's being sleepy.
Sleepy
It's
boy.
always a cute time. So for my process when it comes to starting a sculpt, I know I guess I should probably
Yes.
I could probably give like little tips I guess for sort of tutorial I guess. So what I like to do is I like to start off with simple shapes, really really simple shapes. If you're here from the beginning
Buttons.
of the stream, this guy started out as just a couple of spheres, which I then use I use the magic of the trim curve,
Ooh.
which basically sort of um, pushes portions of the object sort of in a planar fashion, but a sort of a softened planar fashion into the areas that I want to. It's kind of the equivalent of if you have a block of clay and you're kind of just slamming it down on the table until it starts to like geometrically sort of show it kind of forces your clay into the shape that you eventually sort of want it to be as far as the primitive bulk of it goes. So that's sort of the my beginning process before I start to extrude different parts of the sculpt, um, and then add in more rough like bone ridge, where the stronger bone forms would be maybe some musculature, and you always start off simple. You don't want to go straight into details immediately. You really want to keep those simple forms because if you immediately start to go into detail, and I mean like really really fine wrinkles and stuff like that, and you don't have your primitives sorted out, you're the end result is not going to be as organized. Your sculpt will probably end up a little bit. It does look messy. There is sort of a messy aspect to it, um, because overall when you get a silhouette of a like for example if you like in like an RJ sense if you go with a silhouette like this using this material, I'm just using outline thin. You could see there are smooth primitive shapes. There is a structure to this, but if you don't organize those and you start adding on detail, well then it'll start looking really. It just ends up starting to look really really wonky.
Yeah, definitely. Because you kind of want to make least amount of work for yourself later, you know?
Yeah.
That's all it really comes down to. It's like you just kind of, you know, I am very lazy. I don't like to work as hard as I have to. You know,
Hmm.
the less work you can make for yourself in the future, the better. So you always kind of want to lay down the groundwork for like what your next step will be. It's all about getting a nice
100%.
workflow. You know.
Yes, yes, definitely.
Okay, I think I'm getting somewhere.
Also, if you have any questions about any of our processes, do not be afraid to ask questions. We are here to. This is the purpose of these streams is order to be able to create a safe space where we can be supportive of each other, answer questions, offer tips and tricks of how to improve ourselves as artists as we grow. Because we will always forever be constantly learning. RG and I, we learn today, we learn tomorrow, we'll learn next week, and we love it. You want to be able to embrace all those steps when it comes to growing, and you want to be able to learn from others because maybe somebody out there has learned um, something that has improved their workflow that may be beneficial, or you could utilize and make and refine into a way that works for you. And we learn from you. You can possibly, hopefully, we can learn a couple of things from us, just as we learn from others. If you have any questions, definitely feel free to ask. This is a no judgment zone. Even if it's something simple like how do I load a tool into ZBrush, or how do I figure out brushes on Photoshop? Because I'm going to be honest with you, even I struggle with Photoshop and I don't even know what I'm doing.
I
So
know
definitely, there are no dumb questions because someone out there is always barely starting, and they're motivated to try. And we
exactly,
want to be able to welcome every artist that is starting to get inspired to be creative and uh, uh, embrace their creative side.
exactly. This is all about kind of learning, and always all about kind of having you know enjoying the process and having fun with it. We're here to kind of help, uh, you know, to help you, and by extension, you help us. We're always trying to learn and evolve our skills, and we love to share what we have, gained over the years. Art is about knowledge that is shared.
And believe me, RJ and I behind the scenes are currently working on different methods and different things to be able to hopefully bring resources to better aid your art journeys. So like I said, if you have any questions, we are more than willing to listen and to help out.
Exactly. I see what you did there, sir. Give them a
Uh,
little taste of what maybe may come.
we're here. We're here for you guys.
This is true. We have some great
Mostly
things.
because, yes, mostly because RJ and I do understand what it's like to be able to grow up as artists and understand that the limitations of resources, especially when it comes to just communicating between artists. As we grow up as artists, uh, being younger, and social media kind of still being we're relatively fresh. Um, we do understand that growth in networking and talking to other artists and finding people just like that are have similar or parallel interests. So we're kind of at that age where it's like we're able to understand a little bit of both.
Exactly. And we're starting to get at that age to where the work we've been putting in is starting to kind of give us some nice results in a way.
Yeah,
So
we're getting that feedback, and feedback as far as like networking or even career opportunities, things like that. It takes a while, so don't be. One thing we like to definitely emphasize is there's no timeline.
yeah,
There's no timeline for anything. I know a lot of us, like, we will compare ourselves to other artists. That is sort of just a natural thing because I mean, you're basically looking at what one artist is able to do, and then what you're not able to do, or struggling to do, and which is how you learn. That's how you learn, by looking at others. But we want to establish that there's also no timeline of learning.
exactly.
You
You're
know,
always going to be
you will
learning.
learn in time. Yeah, you will always be learning. You will learn in time, and it takes a while for some things to be able to develop. And don't be afraid of that. Embrace the journey.
Exactly. Like these things are going to be it's a lifetime kind of thing. You know, it's not a race; it's a marathon.
Yes.
Okay, I think I got kind of a basic idea of my guy.
Ooh, okay.
What do you think?
See, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. I like it. I love the attachment to the back. Oh, this is so much fun. This is so much fun, my guy.
Yeah,
This
this
is
is
great.
cool. This is cool.
I'm loving the hands though. The hands are an interesting take on it. I really do like it.
So I
And I'm
did
liking
kind
the quills in the
I
back.
kind of did like a raptor hand, but then it goes into like a hadrosaur kind of hoof.
Yeah.
So like I'm gonna actually kind of emphasize
Getting the
that.
best of both worlds in there.
Exactly. So like kind of like that. Yeah. There we go. So kind of almost like an iguanodon almost. You know.
Igualitar.
We gotta do. I'm so down for like redesigning the Disney dinosaurs. Okay. I think I got enough detail here. I'm just kind of, again, very roughly, just kind of trying to figure things out. Just want
Hmm.
to leave less work for me in the future.
Oh, so Digit has a question. He says, or they say, what is your opinion on what is the best setup for modeling, drawing, animation? I've been meaning to get back into modeling animation, but I've been at a crossroads on what to get that can match a professional standard. So the one thing is that each artist to take into consideration is each artist is different, and what professional standard may be to somebody else or what it appears to what can it appear may not be what totally will work for you.
Exactly.
Um, the one thing that we would probably say is to start very simple, so that you can learn what you need as you can learn as a developing artist. Um, that is going to work for your overall vision. Um, I would say if we're talking technologically, the elements you're definitely going to want to need is you're going to want to need a good computer, and a tablet. And you don't necessarily need a tablet that has like a screen on it. Um, we're humans, we're great at adapting. You can learn how to use a small tablet and look at up at a computer screen without having to look down. Start off simply, because the one thing that you want to do is be able to get used. You want to learn that drawing process and that creative process using technology, using tools, before you start leveling up to like probably more advanced like Wacom tablets and multi-screened
Setups.
computers and things like that. Yeah, so definitely start simple. Just understand the basics, like how much space a software is going to take up, how much space your files will be able to take up. Those are the things. Those are the sort of the foundation, because they can get pretty heavy. Um, Understand your physical space around you, what you are capable of being able to fit into your environment, because you don't want to be able to start off with getting a whole bunch of stuff and you can't fit it or you can't use it all. Uh, financially, please always look at your financial um, limitations first, because things are expensive. Things are very expensive. In fact, I know, like, if you want to start in modeling and basics of modeling, I know that iPad has like the Nomad sculpt, and it's like a $20 app. It's basically the very primitive version of ZBrush, but it can get the job done if you want to be able to learn how to 3D model within a virtual space. And that just requires an iPad and an Apple Pencil space on your iPad and the app. Things like that. That like just like RJ would probably recommend something like Procreate, which is
I
like sort
would,
of
yeah.
the primitive basic version of like Photoshop. They don't have all the bells and whistles, but it's not about what you can necessarily it's not about all the bells and whistles. It's about figuring out what's going to work best for you.
Exactly. It's about training your ability. Drawing is in the techniques. Here's something that I learned while in art school when I was still learning. Uh, Justin, I think I told you this, but did you know, for the general public that doesn't know, I'm actually able to draw with both my hands. I am ambidextrous.
Ooh.
I discovered that ability when I was in art class because my art teacher had us do an interesting thing. Sure, I'm not the most developed with my left hand, but here's the thing: the techniques are in my head. It doesn't matter that if it's in my hand. My hand is just muscle memory and enacting the techniques which I know in my brain. You know.
Yes.
So when I drew with my left hand, I was got to a point where once it gets through the jitters and I'm just kind of comfortable, I was able to draw simultaneously with both my left and right hand the same figure while doing gesture drawings, because
Hmm.
I had the fundamentals down pat, and I was able to know the shapes of where I need to go. That's all it really comes down to. Yeah.
Fundamentals and getting comfortable.
Exactly.
Definitely take from that which you will. Um, those are the foundations, which is where it comes back down to like references. Like even if it's not just using references for to create something, but using references on how uh getting into that mode of creating something. Like I look at other people's setups as a reference to be able to see what's going to work best for me when I'm doing 3D modeling or sketching or things like that. So definitely look at other people's references, see how it works for them, ask questions, and then utilize that to be able, because you don't want to copy nothing. Don't copy. That just doesn't really work, because then you're not really figuring out how it's going to work best for you.
Yeah, you're just kind of doing
um
someone else's stuff, that works for
yeah.
them.
Yeah, exactly. And that's not very that won't be beneficiary for you in the long run.
Yeah,
Although it may be great to be able to start out, but still try to start out simple. Don't overwhelm yourself at first. I know that
well,
was kind of a lot, but this is what I mean. Like, no, don't be afraid to ask questions. We're definitely here to help you out. We want you to be able to, we just really want people to be able to feel free to be comfortable in their creative space, because in reality that's where a lot of people kind of just feel peace and feel more like themselves. You're being more you.
exactly. Okay, I got. Speaking of more you, I kind of got a good sense of this little blockosaur, so I'm going to get started to find out more about it.
Nice, nice, nice.
So I'm going to do that, make another layer. I'm going to start doing a detailed pencil sketch right here, and then from there I'll do a color sketch, and then I will be able to go into some 3 designs for flavor.
Nice, 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 nice.
Let's see what you got. Oh, that's looking lovely.
I'm trying to give him that chonky neck.
He's got a thick neck. Probably got a powerful
Yeah.
bite.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna make him more of a stumpy looking character.
It looks like, and this is like a deep cut. If anyone knows, you're a true legend, and Justin, I think you might know. I think I told you about this before. Do you remember the Land of the Lost 1990s remake show for Nickelodeon?
No, I
Okay,
don't.
it was like 90s core dinosaurs. They had stop motion puppets, and it was super rad. You know,
Oh my gosh.
and they were
Okay,
really cool. They're
okay.
like there's one called Scarface, which is like super sick. He's like that before, like he's still the transitionary like Jurassic Park meets like 70s dinosaurs. So he runs like horizontal, but he can stand up like upright.
Uh-huh.
He's got a really cool design. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want to like do maybe a little homage drawing to him. Um, but there is one of the characters is a Parasaurolophus chick named Tasha,
Okay.
and that's the kind of the head crest reminds you of that in the best way possible.
Oh, when you get a chance, definitely
Yeah,
send me these images, because I want to be able to know what you're talking
and I
about.
know. Don't. I got you. I got you. Okay, so getting back to what we're talking about, I use reference in this stage to kind of get the sense of anatomy. I had some Parasaurolophus anatomy, I had some raptor anatomy. I'm going to refer to that again to kind of start doing my sketch,
Mm-hmm.
while keeping an eye on the design that I have out for the original toy. This thing kind of reminds me of like a hornbill.
Like the bird,
Yeah,
the scary looking ones.
yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that show, especially the Mizarnian cyborg, aka the Rancor ripoff. Yes, it fought Scarface. I remember. I met the guy who did the show years ago.
Really,
Yeah, I was.
really.
It was at WonderCon. He was there as one of the concept artists,
Oh, that's so cool.
and he had concept art of like the T Rex and one. It was very Franzetta, and I loved it. I loved his art style. So I was trying to think of like Deinonychus teeth merged with like the tooth batteries hadrosaurs would have, you know?
Yeah.
So like these like imagine they pretty much be like large rows of like chainsaw like teeth going in, you know?
Yeah, very kind of like a almost like a hacksaw
A
type
little bit
deal.
like a hacksaw, yeah. And then I was thinking like the beak tissue can actually continue and then gets can it stop right here? Yeah, right there. And then kind of it's like hardened kind of dental material right here. But yeah, I can't wait for your solo streams, bro. I'm gonna love to watch them.
Hopefully there'll be a hopefully I'll have some cool projects.
You got a
That's the
bunch.
hope.
You got a bunch of cool projects.
I know the plan for those is to do redesigns of the Mattel Jurassic figures.
Ooh, that's gonna be nice.
So that'd be fun because I know there's like fun ones like the Masiakasaurus and like Megaraptor and things like that.
The Mega Raptor is gonna be so cool. I love Mega
It'd be fun
Raptors.
because because I know that Jurassic I definitely redesign them in sort of a Jurassic Park field because there is a definite difference between like Jurassic Park and Jurassic World style dinosaurs. They're
Yeah,
very different.
they are very different ones.
Mhm.
Now, normally I wouldn't like expose like the nasal cavity like this, but I'm gonna try and show that it's like like an inflatable sac. Yes. Maybe. Yeah. So like some like turkey like snoods around the eyes. There we go.
Mhm. For those of you who are do not know, this is actually technically the last of the Chaos Effect our Chaos Effect animals that we're going to be doing. So next week we're actually going to be starting the big one.
Yeah.
So we will be RJ and I will be sort of taking a more I guess you could say a sort of a more a professional approach or more in-depth approach. It's
We're
of
gonna be
creating the Ultimasaurus.
yes, we're gonna be spending a lot of time kind of to get this thing ready. It's kind of gonna be like a week long assignment, right?
Yeah.
Because we're gonna should we do like two streams for it?
Yeah, so it's gonna be because it won't be able to all technically it won't be able to be done. We do want to be able to put work into this, so we're not it won't be most of the work won't just be done in stream. Arj and I will be taking time outside of the stream to be able to kind of put more work into it because you can't just do it within like because our streams are normally what like 6 hours or 6 hours 3 hours and combined of like into 6 hours you still can't do a lot what we really want to do.
Oh yeah, no.
So, so what we'll be doing is kind of going over the like our streams usually do, we'll be going over the basics, but we're going to be going into in-depth detail a little bit, and we'll be working out on the side um, as well.
We really want to make this a special kind of one, and so we're gonna go all out. So I'm gonna do like a proper render. You know, really, really kind of take it there. You know.
And if you didn't mind, I was actually going to join you in that Photoshop, so
Ooh.
I could do I'll do a couple of sketches too, because that's usually how it starts with creating a. Because what we'll be doing,
Yes.
everybody, is we're going to be making an Ultimasaurus, but we're going to be making it into a figure.
Yes. We are gonna. Should we? If this is official, right? We're gonna tell them this is our first official team up on a character.
Yes, it's going to be it's technically I guess it'll be it's a first our first kind of I mean well this is not our first collab we've been collabing together for these streams
Yeah.
forever um but I guess we could probably make this as because we've been having really fun with these chaos effect animals. I guess should we say it's like we can make it
Exclusive.
an official retro revival chaos effects limited release, maybe limited edition
Yeah,
figure.
exactly. We can make this
And
like a little sampler, like for the rest of them to come. No?
yes, and it's good because that's what we've been really. I like doing that with figures too. I like dabbling out like the cinema collection. If you guys don't know, I'm actually be releasing the Suchomimus and Baryonyx and Battle at Big Rock Allosaurus next month. So there's going to be among a couple other things,
Yeah,
but
he's been busy.
it's been fun. But we do like to dabble into lines a little bit because well, it's you just can't you don't want to limit yourself. It's too much fun. Don't
Exactly.
deprive yourself of having fun.
Exactly. Exactly. So Justin and I really want to kind of, you know, live the spirit of what we're trying to do with these collabs and make great artwork.
'Cause that's what really art is. Art is just it's just great. It's making the world a lot more colorful than we're basically adding mods to the world.
Pretty much, we're making cool stuff. We're making our inner childhood happy. Pretty much.
Actually, in reality, yeah, because we really are with this. This heals. RJ and I have all these conversations all the time, but this really does heal our inner child of making like dinosaur toys or dinosaur pictures, dinosaur anything that we didn't have as a kid,
Yes.
um, or that we envisioned as a kid and just simply didn't exist yet.
Yes. Until we made it happen.
Hmm.
So again, that speaks to something. We're actually, you know what? This is a great segue. We talked about the nature of nostalgia earlier before the
Hmm.
stream, and with that though, I was talking about anti-nostalgia versus nostalgia. This would be more in the lines of, I guess, nostalgia. True nostalgia, because you're trying to celebrate a sentimentality that is there.
Hmm.
But where it can kind of get more, because you can maybe post nostalgia. I think that's what I'm trying to say.
It's like that. Yeah, that's like post is that's a powerful word when it comes to even like to music.
But like, you know what I mean though. Like now we're like, it's not just the nostalgia though. We're expanding on the concept of what came before. I'm pretty sure
Yes.
there's already a term that exists for this feeling, but we're just simply trying to say is like it's good to understand the things you love, but then take them one step further and really play with them and do something new with it. You know,
Yeah, I mean, 100%. You are because that's what basically what we're doing is we are expanding on things that usually like art like it's like as simple as art that's like based off of like a time period or anything like that, but then adding a little bit of extra, even though that time period is past that frame, that style has sort of passed already. You could still uh add on to it.
exactly,
You could definitely make additions and make it and sort of do like your own revival,
exactly. Retro revival,
and
if you will.
yes. And you can really create really fun stuff. You can, and not to mention, you add on to those you add on to those sort of, I guess I wouldn't say nostalgic, but what was the word we used earlier?
Um,
Aesthetic,
uh,
as some
I forget exactly. We'll just call it the aesthetic.
yeah. You basically just add on to that aesthetic, and it just makes everything a whole lot more fun.
Yeah, you can really get a sense of something that you enjoy.
Mhm.
Okay, well, this guy's coming along really great. Let's see what you got. Oh, nice.
He's getting there.
Yeah.
This guy has orange eyes. I'll just fill in that color right now so that I don't lose track.
Nice. Real quick though, to harken back to our love of hadrosaurs, what's your favorite hadrosaur?
Parasaurolophus.
Really, classic.
Yeah, I think what it is, I just think of them as like really big muscular cows, and
They,
there's something kind of and like my hometown had a lot of cows and stuff, so I think it's very the Parasaurolophus seems kind of homey.
oh, you know what? In one of our worlds, I'm going to make you a Parasaurolophus rancher.
I would love that. Can I be that character?
Yes,
I
you
want to be the
can.
Parasaurolophus rancher.
Yes, we just kind of take care of them in the fields, doing
Oh,
Parasaurolophus things, trumpeting to
that's
each
the
other.
best thing. That's absolutely the best thing I ever do.
It's actually very wholesome. I kind of want to draw that. No, just as like a, you know, again, and I will always die on this hill. I sound like a broken record. Make your animals wholesome every now and then. Don't make them just murder death creatures all the time. Do it. Yeah, you could. I'm not saying
You can
no.
do it tastefully.
Tastefully, but just but also make them goofy. Come on now, just have fun with it. They don't have to be, you know, doing the most every time. You know?
Yeah, they don't have to be too extra.
No, they don't have to
Have
be.
fun with it.
And it's all about just having fun. Okay, let me just add this. Yeah, this guy's coming out really good.
Don't forget to save your work, everybody.
Yes. Let me save mine right now. Thank you.
I almost forgot that right now too. I was like, ah.
Oh! You just like vanish. It all goes away. It's like, ah!
I'll cry.
I cry too. I cry for you. I would like, no, Justin, no.
Like, no. I do some like harmonized scream.
Yep. Okay, actually, I'm gonna trace this detail. Kind of let the leg breathe just a little bit right here. Look, don't want to put too much detail.
No. That. Toy plastic material. So object. Go back to the coal gray.
Get that leg. There we go. That's looking more meaty. That's looking more powerful.
Ooh, that eye though. That's given the bombastic side eye.
Oh yeah, yours or mine?
Oh my! I don't know if you can see my guy right here. He's doing the
I see. Ooh, I love that. He is doing the bombastic side eye. He's doing devastating side eye.
He's feeling vicious.
Criminally offensive side eye.
Criminally offensive side eye. Stop. What a riot.
I know the memes to a degree. My meme knowledge is still relevant for the moment. Don't worry though.
Seriously, the memes coming out recently are just. I've accepted that I'm not gonna be as updated as these kids out there.
It's okay. As we had our time.
We really did. The Vine.
The Vine, exactly. We were the Vine era, and that was our era.
Do it for the Vine.
You ain't gonna do
it. Gosh.
My favorite one is like.
I'm doing what you did, RJ. I'm attaching the back of the bill a little bit.
Yes, do it. One thing you also want to do is visual consistency. As in, like, when you're doing a pattern, I like to keep it equal. So I did 4 little scoots here, and I'll do like 3 on the thumb. Yeah? So that means everything else on the hands and feet will get 4 little scoots and then 3 on the thumb. Yeah?
Scoots.
Scoots. But you know what I mean though. Kind of keep it like you want to
Definitely.
keep a visual consistency. And if you're gonna mess it up on purpose, make sure it's purposeful. Nature is not really clean, so it's completely fine. But it depends. You need to gauge when to, when not to.
Yeah, guys, real life nature's messy.
Yeah, it's super messy.
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh, this is looking great.
We'd also like to welcome everybody joining in. If anybody else is still joining in, welcome, welcome.
Welcome in,
Our,
folks.
RJ and I are currently working on our renders of the Paradeinonychus from the Cassific toy line from 1997.
This is true. It's funny.
If you have any questions, everybody. Oh yes, continue.
Oh, no, go ahead. Go ahead. I was gonna
I was
say,
just saying, if anybody has any questions, feel free to
nice.
ask.
Yeah, feel free to ask us. We are here for you. I was gonna say, one of the things I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna pay homage to the broken tail in the little flavor drawings.
Ooh, okay.
Maybe got into a fight with like an Indoraptor or something.
Yeah, and got that tail snatched.
Mm-hmm. I do like the tip of the tail, where like it healed.
Yes. Maybe that's what it was supposed to be like. Maybe it was supposed to be like a healing factor, I guess, or
I guess
something, you
so,
know?
but there's still blood on it.
Yeah, I don't know I don't know what's going on.
Okay, I'm gonna be very honest. I was a small kid when actually no, I was like a toddler when I get this. I chewed on this toy. I'm not gonna lie, I did. I did.
Dude, I chewed on every toy.
I did too.
I have no shame in admitting that,
No,
guys. I
neither
think
do
that
I.
that that was that's just a sign of if your kids chew on toys, guys out there, that's a sign of like anxiety in your child.
This is true. Oh god, I must have been super anxious. Makes sense. I was just a nervous little lad. I was like, why?
Just ah.
I used to run around with a pencil in my mouth and pretend I was rolling Timbo.
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. That also sounds
It got
dangerous.
me in trouble though because I used to throw that pencil at people like a dart in my preschool.
No. There was a kid who threw a toy giraffe at me once when I was a kid.
Oh no.
Sliced open my eye.
Oh no!
Yes. Like my actual like the sclera of my eye.
That's not good.
Yeah, I remember I still remember it was so funny because that was like before preschool. I was like a wee lad. And like I still remember I still have the I do not know how I still remember it, but I still remember seeing that giraffe fly at me. I remember the whole scene. How, tra-
Jeez.
how traumatizing, dude.
Oy, that's painful. I'm
That was
sorry.
so off topic, but it was you had me thinking about that.
That's okay. There's the anti that's the anti nostalgia.
The anti-nostalgia of anti-nostalgias.
Exactly. Oh, did you said the last time I remember seeing this toy was buried in a sandbox. That's valid.
Oof, it became one with its
It became a fossil itself.
yes.
Back to the parts from which it came.
Yeah.
Did you said now you gotta be get a quest to find that toy again.
Oh my gosh. If you can remember it, like
Yeah, that'd
yeah.
be that actually be pretty impressive.
It's amazing how it's amazing when toys are lost to nature. I think it's kind of a fun thing to see. It's strangely dystopian.
It's like a little archaeology,
Yeah, in the making.
in the making. Something has survived. We have so many Jurassic Park references, folks. We will continue.
Yes.
Just look for the mark of Jurassic Park.
Only at Jurassic Park.
Only at Jurassic Park. What was the thing? The quote? We tried combining the but it went
Gosh,
horribly wrong.
So RJ and I we were watching the Jurassic or the Chaos Effect commercial with the toy, and oh gosh, it's the funniest thing ever.
Yeah.
But the way his voice gets so high pitched, we try to combine like DNA from different dinosaurs, but oh, but horribly wrong. like like it like surprised him so much. It was like
Exactly.
really like you didn't know that was gonna happen.
No, he didn't obviously.
Oh my gosh, with their PS2 graphic
Velo- uh,
Velociraptor X
I
coming out.
know. It kind of low key though. I'm just like, yes, yes,
Like, do it.
do it,
Do it.
do it. I think this dew claw is a little too high up. I'm gonna move it down just ever slightly.
I'm gonna start making the body for this guy. I feel like this might be a
Yep. Don't get too precious with it.
yeah. He looks fine.
Yeah. Huh.
What? Did you
Uh,
have a brain blast?
no, I just got a random message from someone I do not know, thinking that I'm a doctor.
Like in
Text message.
person?
Yeah, text message. They're asking for an appointment. I'm like, wrong number. Okay. I think this guy is in a good position. I'm just going to do some, you know, minor things. Just kind of get some vibes, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to turn this off and turn off my guides. Now I'm just going to kind of work the drawing itself. There was this one dinosaur coloring book that I remember vividly as a small kid, and I loved it
Mm-hmm.
because of the drawings were so good. Like they
What was
were,
the color?
again, I'll never be able to remember it. I remember because they were like
Oh
really
no.
sick line work. It was really good line work, and the dinosaurs were really good. It was like early 2000s, and that it was really good looking. Like the creature, the dinosaur art was really nice. It was great quality designs. They looked very accurate for the time. And yeah, I just really enjoyed it. I think subconsciously my line work has taken that quality.
You know, you really do channel what you do from previous things that you see.
Yeah. What do you think?
Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. I like it.
Yeah, this guy is coming out really good.
Okay. Let's add a body. Show me body. Okay, let's see here.
Have you read Age of Reptiles with Ricardo Delgado? Yes, and I even have a couple of the original volumes. I found them in a comic book shop here. It's super sick. I love Age of Reptiles. That's a
Oh,
good
wait a
one.
minute. The age of the with the really really fine work, right?
Yeah, the comic book.
I think I have all those.
Yeah.
There was a like a comic thing at a comic like years ago, and like a comic convention, not comic convention. So my town posted like the first like I guess like a fan con, I guess, and they're like, you know, people there. But they had like a section that was like just comic books. And I think each one was like 99 cents.
Yeah, they're super cool. He's also a
Dude,
concept artist for like Disney's Dinosaur and the ride.
dude, I love those. The line work.
He did the Alioramus.
Dude, I love the Alioramus. Gosh, there's so many things I want to make figures of. It's insane. It's absolutely insane.
You're gonna do them all.
Yeah, yeah, I have to.
Come on, Justin. We're creature men.
We're
It's the,
creature men and creatures of habit.
exactly. It's the only way we could be happy. Okay.
I'm trying to remember if I can remember.
There we go.
I was originally gonna cheat and like just import like one of my old Velociraptor, like Velociraptor bodies onto this thing and just like mod it.
I would say it'd be
But
cheating. You made the model.
yeah, but
You want to go?
at the same
You want to
time,
be fresh with it?
yeah.
That's
Then I
valid.
have to load in.
That's valid.
I don't feel like loading it in because it technically is it's technically not a Velociraptor body. It's I mean technically I guess it's the retro revival Velociraptor body, so it's based off of like the original Crash McCreary like Velociraptor, which is the Deinonychus looking thing.
Ooh, lovely. That's a good
So
one.
it's gonna be that, but
That's a
I don't
great
wanna.
one.
I love that artwork. I
He's
love that, and I
he's
always wanted that as a figure. So I was like, why not channel that to the retro revival Velociraptor? You know,
he's a legend. Crash is a legend.
absolute legend. You don't make him like Crash anymore.
I don't. Crash is so cool. I think this one's a little different. I'm adding shade, black shadow to this one.
Hmm.
I put in the iconic like sorry to be a nerd, but that was William Stout. Yeah, William Stout's cool. I met up with him again at Lightbox. It's really cool to talk with that guy. I met him a couple times. I even trained at a studio.
Also, never apologize for being a nerd.
This is true. You don't have to. You're among nerds. We're all nerds here.
Yeah, look at what we're doing, dude.
Exactly.
Like, like we are nerds. We're making dinosaurs that are not even real right now. We
True.
play Minecraft.
We're making these, fantasy sores.
Do you remember back as a kid when it was like so for some reason it was so like frowned upon. It was so High School Musical. Like to be a nerd, it was like, oh, you don't want to be nerdy. You got to be cool. And now it's like, nah, be nerdy. I'd rather be nerdy than anything
Because
else.
like the nerds like grew up and like we all grew up and we was like, yeah, that was lame to do that to each other, so let's not do that.
Yeah. Or
And so
like it's cool to have passions and stuff like that,
exactly. And people aren't and here's the thing, if anyone says like you got to be cool, they're nerds about different things.
They are. Everybody's secretly a nerd. Everybody, you have to be. You have to be
Exactly.
passionate
Everyone's
about
a
something.
fan of something. If you can rattle off, like for example, if you're like a big sports person and you can rattle off the stats of someone, that is no different in the mind to me. If you can rattle off the specs on a Magic the Gathering card, you
Yeah,
took
like,
some.
cool, you a nerd.
Exactly. You have a fantasy league. There's fantasy in the title. How are you gonna tell me it's not? It's the same. It's okay. Just embrace it.
Embrace your nerd. It's fine.
Exactly. It's okay. So you can talk to me for hours about that. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about the Ali Ramus? Yeah, you're right. No, he did the. Yeah, I think that Stout did the Ali Ramus, but also I know Delgado did a lot of concept art on the Disney dinosaur stuff. Okay. Okay, I think I got this guy. I'm gonna do one last little kind of do my little warp test.
The warp, the mighty warp.
The warp,
Never underestimate the power of the warp or the bend, curve, and ZBrush.
a good warp will do you.
Let's do time warp.
Let's see. More prominent, I think, on these actually. No.
I'm sorry, but I'm so excited for the Ultimasaurus.
It's
I'm
gonna,
just thinking about it right now. Like,
it's gonna be really cool.
it's gonna be exciting.
I think I got just a, yeah, I think I got this guy almost where I want him. Just maybe one last little adjustment. Actually, warp.
Hadrosaurs had really thick tails too, didn't
They
they?
did to balance all that weight.
Okay, that's what I wanted to make sure. I want to make sure this guy is thick.
He's looking pretty thick and solid.
Yes.
Okay. I think I got it. There. It was just a minor warp, but I think I got this guy where I need him.
Yes.
Actually, let me just do one minor tweak to the head.
There you go. Got some muscle groups real quick in that tail, so we can be really thick.
Well, actually, that works way better.
What'd you do?
I just
Honestly?
made some adjustments to the face, and I positioned in the way where it really looks aesthetically pleasing to me now.
Nice.
Do you see it?
Nice, nice. Yes, I did. I do. I do.
Yeah.
I like the re. Oh, it's so scary looking.
Yep. Oh, yo.
On this fine spooking day. Spooky day. Is it really that spooky? We
uh,
can make it spookier.
we are
Booga
making
booga booga.
we're making Paradeinonychuses. A very scary creature, if I say so myself. You know.
Very scary.
I don't think I'd ever want to encounter one, ever.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm okay with it. I'm good. I don't need a no
Yeah.
Paradeinonychus for me, fool.
It's Dr. Nick, right?
It has to be Dr. Nick.
It's gotta
Dr.
be.
Nick is the only person who would look that
Yes.
way.
Yes. Are you with? If you're with Evie and David, give them my best and tell them Happy Halloween.
Give them hugs for me.
Yes.
Because you know me. Give him the bestest of hugs. Cause
Give them pugs for me.
did you say pugs?
Yes.
Give them pugs too.
Give them the most like. Oh, yes. Okay. I'm gonna start my little flat colors. I love pugs. I love them so much, but God, they have so many health problems.
I know, poor pugs.
I used to have one. He was a cute thing. His name was Vegas.
Oh my goodness. A pug.
He was my boy. He was my little gargoyle.
Oh my god, a gargoyle. Oh.
He's like, yeah, he was black with silver hair, so he looked like a little statue when he was older. He lived for a long time. He lived to be an old man.
My goodness. How long do pugs live for?
Oh, depending, like, he made it 13 years.
My gosh, golly gee, man.
He was an old dude.
That was a sentient pug. Dude, that pug was that's the almighty pug right there, man.
Yeah, he was cool. He was very wise. He had a mustache that was gray.
Oh my gosh, that is wise.
But he was young in his early 20s and dog years. He was like the most like gym bro ever. He was really buff, and he'd run up to like big dogs and try to bully them. But the moment you had like a Chihuahua, he'd run away.
Chihuahuas are aggressive,
They
dude.
are. I love Chihuahuas though, but God, they are angry little ones. Nice. Okay, so I'm gonna start laying in my flats. So, yeah, Chihuahuas are pretty wild. Justin, what kind of dog would you be? What kind of dog energy do you give out?
Uh, I would say like a pit bull lab mix.
That's actually really good. I see
I,
that.
I mean, I think I'm honestly like whatever my dog is, I'm pretty sure like I would be.
What kind of dog do you
We're
think I?
two, like, what dog do you think you would be?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, a Schnauzer. You
a
got the
I got
mustache.
a Schnauzer. I get that, and people call me Husky.
Why husky?
I don't know why. I really don't know. A Schnauzer. I could see a Schnauzer. Schnauzer. God, I can't speak.
'Cause Schnauzer's got that 70s retro hairstyle, which you
They
got. You got that.
do. I do have
You're
like
retro, man.
I do have a like 1970s look to myself.
It's pretty stellar. It's pretty stellar, dude. I'm jealous.
Yeah, oh, thank you. I got the curly Q mustache, which I'm actually growing and curling.
Yes. Epic.
Yes. Oh, Justin, you reminded me. I'll talk to you something about this after the stream, but I got some good news about that project uh, with the cards, you know?
Okay, okay,
But
gotcha,
some
gotcha.
like bigger news that might involve you at some point.
Oh, okay, okay.
So,
I will. I was actually gonna ask if you were gonna be if you wanted to meet up after
oh
stream
yeah,
and just like
definitely, definitely.
art sesh or hang out or jam or anything.
Yeah, no, I got some updates because I had a meeting today.
Ooh, nice, nice, nice,
So cool
nice.
things. For you fine folks, you'll find out sooner or later. But
Hmm?
we have a lot of cool things both together and separately in our professional lives that we got are really jazzed about.
We're just pretty jazzy people.
We try to. Hey, do you like jazz?
No.
Oh, do you get the reference though?
Wait, no, do I? No, I don't. Sorry.
It's from B movie.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I know of that movie, but I have never ever seen it.
It is. I think
I
Jerry.
heard so many things.
It became a meme. Like it's very big meme core to like the youngins nowadays. But you
The
know,
young.
Jerry Seinfeld is a bee, falls in love with a human woman, sues the human race for honey.
Oh my gosh.
But you know,
He had to do that, as the kids say, the rizzer up or something.
oh my god, yes,
Oh my gosh.
B Riz.
B Riz. I'm so out of
That
touch with
sounds
everything.
like a Pokemon.
B Riz.
Yeah,
And don't Pokemon like say their names too? They're like
it kind
be like
of
B
it,
Riz.
it does it actually does sound like that now. Now we got to draw that as like Fakeamon. Now we got to draw fake Pokemon one episode.
Pokemon. Oh my god. Actually, you know what? I'd be down for that. I don't know anything about
I
Pokemon, but I'd be down.
used to draw Fakeamon when I was a kid.
Wow.
Yeah, there was a Pokemon phase when I got into it. I got hardcore into it. I got played Emerald and I loved it so much. But like I'm kind of down. We do. You know what? That's something we could do as like a fun little bonus stream one of these days.
Yeah.
Um, we could do stylization and like we can challenge ourselves.
Yeah, I used to be like I'm starting, especially because of these streams. I'm really starting to get into like a like I'm willing to challenge myself. Like if I've never tried it, I'm like, yeah, let's try it. Why not? I want to try sculpting that. I've never tried doing this.
Well, I think about it like this. Have you ever sculpted something that looks like Pokemon?
Uh, have I? I don't want to say no because I've I don't know. I You know what? I'll just say no because
The,
I don't if anything I can't recall because I probably would recall, but I made some pretty fun things, but I don't think Pokemon.
no, that's the thing. So we can use this as like a chance to kind of challenge ourselves because we also got to be diverse in our stylistic
Yes.
choices. And again, that's the thing. Versatility is the key if you want to get into Viz Dev. You know, it's not that you have to be great at everything, but you have to kind of be a chameleon. And be able to adapt to whatever they ask you to do.
Yeah, you really do.
Even to other
For sure.
artists, they would literally ask you to do like other artists' artwork. If that's like they started a project and had to leave, and that's what they established, you got to adapt to that.
Hmm.
I remember hearing a story about like Jim Lee, who worked at DC Comics, and he was the guy who was penciling the book left midway for personal reasons,
Oh my gosh. Uh huh.
and he had to pick it up, and he had to mimic his art style, and he did.
That's insane.
But that's
That's
what
an insane task.
it is. But he did it to a key, and no one knew.
It's even more insane. That's crazy. I love that.
But that's the kind of stuff that in time, and mind you, this is something that happens in time. Don't worry about this in the immediate and here and now, but something to keep in mind. Practice,
Yeah.
practice, and that's where master studies comes in, and that's where you can kind of get a sense of like, okay, this is outside of my comfort zone, but this is going to help me kind of gain something because you never know what you might grab from it. You might get something that you might use in your actual style.
Hmm.
I think that's the important thing to kind of remember. Okay, I got my little layer in. Let me just do my fill. Okay. Okay, I'm getting a lot of this done right now. Do.
He have high hips, but he like really like that quadruped look that he was like he was supposed to have it and it never didn't really need it though.
It kind of reminds me of. Have you ever seen Jurassic Park Trespasser?
Yes.
Remember the weird Parasaurolophuses they have with like super tiny arms?
No, I don't.
Yeah,
I'll
they
have
have
to look
like
this up.
they have really tiny arms. I love their color pattern though. They look really cool.
So out of touch. I want to know these.
But are you out of time?
Sometimes it feels like it.
Like I would sing it, but I don't want Twitch to copyright strike me.
Oh my god, yeah, don't.
No, no, I'm not going to. If you're familiar with iconic '80s band Hall and Oates, you can sing the part in your head. Yes, Dr. Nick. You know. We just can't sing because we don't get copyright straight.
Yeah,
But
especially if we post on YouTube. YouTube just strikes down everything.
yeah. Okay. So I'm kind of laying in basic tones, not trying to be too complicated.
I'm hungry. I'm craving Wingstop.
Wingstop?
I'm always hungry. Yeah,
I'm there with you. Wingstop is delicious.
Wingstop. For those of you who don't know this, RJ and I talk about Wingstop like every day.
Very often. It is the manna of the gods.
You guys can't pick up any of that extra sound that's coming out, right? Because somebody on the street's like having like a party. I
No, I
swear.
can't hear anything. Oh, it's so wild. It's still so wild to me that your program lets you have a digital palette. Yeah, actually, it's kind of a makeshift one. All I do is just stripe down color, and I just use. It's a technique I learned where if I hit Alt, I can easily eyedrop and then use it, and then if I hit Alt and Shift at the same time, it lets me get to the actual palette. So I just get this as a base color, and then I go down, and then I got a darker shade already. See. Um, yeah, I think Photoshop actually is going to implement like an actual version of like a digital palette, but it's okay. I've already been kind of using this kind of technique forever.
Uh, for reals, Dr. Nick could be that way. See, now I want teriyaki chicken. Thanks, Dr. Nick. I'm hungry.
You've congratulations, Dr. Nick. You've made Justin hungry for Wingstop again.
For food. Yeah, specify.
It's okay.
I just love food. Food's amazing. I think
Food.
about food all the time.
I do too. Food is good. Let me think. So he's kind of like this, like I'm gonna do something like this. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I see. I see.
Dude, chicken teriyaki. You're right, Doctor. Chicken teriyaki is god tier food. That's just
We're not helping our cases.
really not. So back to the topic is references. References. So the one thing that we like to talk about too is if you guys saw the post, sort of the second topic there of references is learning from other artists because other artists do use references. RJ and I use references. We use references, but also use other artists' work as references. But try to sort of don't do it as a copy. We want to do is sort of when it comes to using other artists' work as references is try to see what they're seeing, the inspiration that kind of fed their work. So for example, I'm gonna because Jurassic Park is like the main thing. So for me, my one of my inspirations, my references, the '90s special effects, and a lot of that is I try to look at like skin textures that were probably used to incorporate that they used for sort of what they sculpted on the dinosaurs for Jurassic Park. So I will look at a lot of like elephants and the basically larger animals that would have like a lot more meat on them, so I use that as use those as references, but that's sort of what we mean by learning from other artists, but also kind of learn from other artists workflow, so not necessarily just the work but their techniques that help them that they have learned to be able to aid in their creativity and their works, and see how you can use those or change those up a bit to work best for you.
Exactly. I'd agree. Oh, we miss you too, Dr. Nick.
We miss you so much. Little polish there. Right. I'll go ahead and cheat just a little bit. I'll import my Spinosaurid hands and I'll adjust them.
Hey, no judgment here. Work smarter, not harder.
Yeah, save some time.
Just a little time. Okay, I'm getting too noodly on the head. Gotta continue to the body. You always want to keep moving.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, you kind of get wrapped up in the detail. That's exactly my problem. I get wrapped up in the details when I shouldn't be.
You get stuck in your head too. You're just like, da, da, da.
Yep. Now, how am I going to interpret these stripes? Kind of like these interesting patterns. They're kind of like that, but I kind of want them to feel more naturalistic, so I'm going to follow the groove.
Can you hear that outside?
No, I couldn't hear nothing.
Good, because there was like something going on. There was like a huge, those cars that always have to rev their engine.
They were doing a rev.
Yeah. Yeah, always do that.
Let's see.
Oops, that did not work out. Okay. Gotta
Good art is
swap some.
problem solving.
Yes.
That's all it is. Good art is problem solving. Okay, I swear I'm going somewhere with this. I'm not just gonna, you know, do this for no reason. Hold on. Sometimes it's advantageous to go the other way. Yes. There we go. Getting somewhere. Nice. Okay, and I think I got some of the basics in. I'm just kind of cleaning this guy up. So I did a cool little technique where I made the separate pattern, right?
Mm-hmm.
I selected it, and then I expanded the border by 10 pixels.
Oh,
So I was able to
okay.
create an outline of black around it. Look.
Nice.
See?
Yeah. Ooh, I like it. I love what you did with the back of the bill there. That's so cool.
Do that as a pattern, and then I'm gonna. Okay. Merge. This goes above that. There we go. Oh, Acro had a question. I really want to get better at quick poses sketches, but I'm liking some of my sketches a lot. Might have to add to these tomorrow. Hey, that's the beauty of it. Enjoy that.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the if you're a chef, that's where the flavor is. You know, it's like when you have the fond at the end when you saute all the food. You don't get rid of all that the grime at the bottom. That's where the flavor is. When you're doing those sketches and you fall in love with them, save those. A lot of my sketches or creature design that I do, or when I'm doing stuff, have been reused sketches I've had for a long time. Saves you so much time. You know, and you could just easily iterate on those. That's always a great thing. You know, I will always say it's like, yeah, definitely save your sketches, use them. Okay, getting some right here. Now I'm getting cars that are running like really crazy.
What?
Now I'm getting cars that are going like revving their engines.
Yeah, I wonder why cars do that.
Oh, I gotta
Or
flex.
why the driver does that.
Gotta go fast.
You gotta feel like Sonic.
Yep. Keeping this in the orange tones. Nose, ear.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and now we're getting to that stage where we're like focusing in, you know?
I was just thinking that right now.
Average your brain.
That is too funny. Where we get that not hyperfixation, but we're like in that artist zone.
The art zone.
Art zone.
Art zone! Was that reference to Chalk Zone?
Is it? I don't. That might have been, and I just didn't realize it,
It was in the subconscious
and like
world.
subliminally did it. Yeah. You know, it was a favorite thing for me when I was a kid. It's gonna
Mm.
be ridiculous. I used to wake up really, really early in the morning, and I would watch all those like paid programming, like advertisements that would come out like before the actual like
Show.
TV
Yeah.
shows would come on. Yeah, and I would like there was something so relaxing about them. Like it was just as good. Like I used to love watching. Like it's like when I used to watch the Weather Channel,
Mm.
and I would love listening to like Local on the Eights just for the music.
Yeah, that's a whole vibe.
Dude, like
Have you seen Local 58?
yes.
Yeah,
Are you kidding
yeah,
me? Do you know
exactly.
how much I love like creepypasta styled stuff?
This is exactly, so you know exactly what I was talking about.
Beyond, dude. Yes.
Okay, cool. No, okay. No.
I love analog horror.
Analog horror is cool. It is a vibe. Okay, I'm starting to get into shadow. Keeping this very loose. Yep, analog horror mention, of course. Especially on Halloween. How could we not?
Oh my gosh, yes, for real. Analog horror.
Let me see.
You know, I'm a big horror fan, but I'm also terrified.
Merge these. There we go. Analog horror realistic dinosaurs are my new favorite thing. Have you seen that new one where it's like dinosaur ghosts, but they're like scientifically accurate and it's like these beautiful animations?
I've seen that new Jurassic dinosaur analog horror that somebody's been posting
Oh
on
yeah, that's
YouTube.
cool. I love that. That's a rad one.
People are so creative, dude.
They are. Gotta love the creativity. Just love seeing people's visions in their brain.
Let's go with that. That looks good. Then we could start on the legs, but I like these arms.
Yeah, it's like a new animation. See if I can find the link for it real quick. It's like this cool animation. Oh my god, I just found another book that just... By typing in Dinosaur Ghosts, I found this old Scylophysis book.
Coelophysis. Now
Yes. Okay.
that is nostalgic dinosaur.
There we go. I found it. It's David Romero, I think, is the artist, and they made something really cool. Here you go. I think that's it. Yes, it is. Cool. Yeah, but it was a really cool animation. It was this very like creepy pasta esque thing, but very liminal at the same time, which me and you both enjoy. Yeah.
Love liminal. I'm so glad that I feel like when I'm older, when you're younger, a lot of these things don't make sense, and then when you're older, things start
Clicking.
you're finding people that are where they're calling well, this is the name for this is that, and everything. Especially liminal. I feel like I was so excited that I wasn't the only one who enjoyed liminal spaces. For me, they're so comforting. There's no horror aspect to them.
Yes, I agree.
And I'm like, dude, then they start coming out with pictures and liminal core and playlists on YouTube, and I'm just like, this is it. This is people get it. I was so
Exactly.
excited. It made me feel so normal.
Peak living.
Okay, that should be good for the arms. Do the legs now. Save my work so far, so I don't lose that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, there we go. There we go. Mm, you know what? Purple, yes. And purple on the scoots, on the claws.
Scoots.
Scoots!
Actually, maybe we could stretch out the face just a little bit.
Yeah. Give
Just
more
thinking
of a
about that.
more of a carnivory kind of face.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was looking at his face, and I was just like, maybe he could use a little bit of a. I don't want to go too much, but just to mess with it.
Remember, you don't want to keep it too. You got to have some of that carnivore part of it.
Yeah. Like that. Does that look? Because I know I don't have teeth on him yet, so I'm like,
There, that's looking more raftery.
yeah. Yeah. Let me. I like chins on my dinosaurs. Let me give him more of a.
There you go.
Yeah, that's pretty good. All right. Oh, let me turn perspective. There you go. That's a little bit better. Neat. Okay, so let me continue.
Mm,
Okay.
bless.
Thank you. Thank you.
A dusting of blue.
Okay, let me go ahead and add some calf. Get some calf muscle, some calf action in here.
Caption.
Caption, yeah.
we go. There, keeping everything consistent.
Try something a little bit scary. Try it. Let's see how this looks.
There we go. And I think I got him. Just gotta do some final little things, but I got the overall kind of paint job. Let's just add minor details here. Nice. Just doing some cleanup and getting these in groups. Okay, cool. The palette's not going away. I just deleted this on the wrong layer. It's okay. It's on a separate layer. Okay, select.
Was there anything else unique about this guy's feet? Oh, I mean, I can. I'll be fine.
Sickle claw.
Yeah.
Add more light. Okay, so I'm gonna do some colored line work. This guy's very purple heavy.
Purple, purple.
Purple.
Oops.
There. Okay, got that.
Okay.
Okay, got that. Now I'm just gonna knock it down. It's like 50 maybe. And you know what? I'm gonna add some more little things. Oh,
What are you gonna add?
so Acro had a question. So colored line art is something I've been meaning to apply in my art, but I still haven't tried much yet. Any tips? Yeah, pretty easy. It's not that intimidating to do at first. I'm just doing an easier way to do it. There's a lot of ways you can really do it. All it really is this. So what you want to do if you're using Photoshop, so I know you can't really see what I'm doing right here. Because when we stream through OBS, for some reason it doesn't show up my little menus because we're going through Discord. But when you go to the layer, you're gonna when you see the layer and the items in layers, you're gonna hit Control. You're gonna hold Control or Command if you're on Mac, Control if you're on PC, and you're gonna hold Control. And you're gonna hover over the little image of the scene in layer. So right now it says layer 8. So I made my lines on a layer, and then I copied that layer. And on the copied layer, I turn off the original lines just in case I have them there as backup. On the copy, I hit Control, I hover over the image in layer, I right click, I left click on it, and that selects the lines that I just did, like so. And then from there I could just go to edit and then fill if I want, or like do a gradient and drag it through and it'll appear on there like so. There's already this kind of gradient here. So, and then from there I go to my options, which is if you see the little drop down menu where it says like normal, you click that and there's a lot of things you can cycle through, and those how you get those different effects. I like to do kind of an overlay with my colored line art to kind of harmonize things a little more. So yeah. Yeah. So I do that and then I knock it down to 50. There. There's my colored line art. I could do a more in-depth tutorial. I don't even mind making like a tutorial video. I'll probably post on my YouTube to kind of go through some little quick tips that I've learned, at least for my setup, that help me in my day-to-day, you know? You adding the feet right now, Justin?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw some feet on there.
Nice.
Gotta size it down first, though.
Maybe have it to like 70. There we go. Oh, Did You Said has a question for you, Justin. Hey, Justin, I've been meaning to ask, when you were designing your Scorpius Rex figure, what was the process in making sure the long legs were stable enough to support the figure's weight?
Um, so that right there, I actually learned from a physics class. So I know it's a little bit weird. There are so in physics there's interesting concepts that have to do with distribution of balance. Um, on a simply put, it's like imagine a yardstick and imagine like two weights on the end of a yardstick. Um, and the point of the axis of motion it doesn't have to necessarily be in the middle of the yardstick. It can be at different points. You just have to take into account weight, how much weight is on both sides. Um, well, within those equations, you could actually figure out the.
Oh, Justin, you're kind of lagging out there. Can you hear me, buddy?
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
Yeah,
you.
I can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you, but you're kind of robot-y.
Hear me?
Yeah, talk a little more.
You know, maybe it's the my
What's up?
Uh, the
Are you rendering in ZBrush and it's like causing it to go like freak out?
Oh no, that's not what I was saying at all.
Oh no, okay. Like you're back now for the moment. Do some levels, get more contrast. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. Control click, there we go.
Hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Clearly?
Yes.
Okay, so I just did a thing where I just pulled out the little jack for my headphones and just plugged it back in. As I was saying, um so basically what it is there's like sort of like a backwards equation where you can determine the weight that's needed on both sides of where the sort of I guess main focus of axis would be. So like the hips, you can if you know where if you do it's basically like if you just measure from like length to tail, and then you measure where on that length the hips are located. Um, and then you can mathematically find the balance of what's needed on both sides in order to sort of counterbalance the whole figure itself. I don't have the equation with me because I'm not smart enough. So I'm like, I usually have to do a couple little Googles and things like that. Um, but it's basically what it is. It's math, and I hate math. I 100% hate math
I do too.
with
I'm terrible.
the burning passion. But yeah, but I will say that it's something that if you look it up, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. If you're math inclined, or even if probably not math inclined, realistically, I do think it's super simple. Just look up like physics 100, calculating calculating balance, and there should be probably a couple of like YouTube tutorials or anything that basically just tell you how to figure out the weight on
Ooh.
that's needed on both sides of your main center of gravity in order to make your figure stand. It's really simple. Don't overthink it. If you don't want to do something like that, the best thing you could always do is just uh, print a figure, make a figure, and then you just slowly subtract or add on as you need. Um, Experiment with clay, you know. But it's basically just understanding that center of gravity, and the whole center of gravity thing is like a huge course within physics. So I'm going to be honest with you. There should be resources online that are going to help you find something like that because it is actually pretty huge. Uh,
So what you're saying, Justin, is that you're gonna make that content to help people.
oh my gosh, I don't think I can. I'm not gonna make that. I won't even try. I'm just gonna say that it's a lot of work because I'm not a big math oriented person. I think that's probably why I didn't really continue going into like master's programs or PhD programs after my degree in geology because the math is just too much for
It
me.
is pretty brutal. I'm not gonna lie. Same thing.
Yeah,
I at one point I was trying to go into paleontology, but alas, that was a different time.
yeah. It's the I feel like we still could, but right now this is really fueling us. The paleo art itself, the creative aspect is really fun.
Hey, all I need is to go on a dig once or twice. I don't need a degree to do that. They just can,
Yeah,
volunteer, and that's fine. I've already worked in fossil labs, and that's cool. We
he's done the shebang.
yeah, but no, I'm not saying I don't want to still go to there. Of course, I still want to go there, but I'm like,
Oh yeah.
as far as like being the technical side, like no, just I will draw your work and I will translate the technical stuff into works of visual art for the masses to understand. That's
In fact, that's the thing too, because what we do are technically doing is what we do is science communication, communicating the
yes, yes,
sciences.
we do.
And I think, I mean, with our schooling and education, it does help us to be able to understand a lot of those technical terms,
It,
all the terminology and stuff like that, that's needed in order to, to translate that into something that the audience can comprehend.
for even I
Um,
can comprehend.
yes,
Okay, I
uh,
have.
benefit. But yeah, sorry, the simple answer to that is just physics class, physics. But go on YouTube, YouTube University, uh, and there's definitely going to be resources that are going to um, it's going to help you. It's going to be a very beneficiary. But like I said, don't overthink it. Do not stress yourself. It may be a whole lot more simple than you might be making it out to be, like in your head.
I feel that. I overthink things all the time.
Yes, we are the masters of overthinking.
Okay. All right, folks. This is the stage in which I'm starting to do my little drawings, my little flavor drawings. So I don't want to be too precious with these either. These are supposed to be just really rough to get me a sense of like what this thing does, you know?
And did you that if that didn't answer your question, please feel free to specify. I will go off on crazy tangents. I think that's just
I think we both do.
yeah, it's just part of our personalities as being artists. We will go crazy.
We go on tangents.
Yeah, it's what we're good at.
This is true.
You kind of need to as an artist.
It's a long, to quote MC Escher, art is nothing but a long game, a serious game.
Brain hurty, but thanks for answering. Yes, 100%. I'm gonna be honest with you. Did you say when it comes to designing figure mechanics, like my new upcoming figures are not designed in the way that the first Scorpius that you saw was. They are definitely not. And I actually took the majority of last year to understand advanced figure mechanics. And I mean like I took like that's why there have been a lot of new figures recently because I took like oh man, like almost all of last year understanding like Tamashii Nation's level of mechanics and 3D modeling and all of that. It takes a really, really, really long time. And yeah, my brain was like
Brain
it
dead.
actually caused me to, yeah, it caused me to go to like all of that after a while caused me to go into a huge artist block like earlier this year because then it came to incorporating all the mechanics and then but you have to work to get past that and then all of a sudden you can make magic but it's a lot. It is a lot and I will sympathize saying that it can be overwhelming. I won't be one of those people where it says, well, it's just naturally easy. It's not easy.
No,
None
it's
of it's
not.
easy. And with that comes a lot of self-doubt. If you're capable of doing these things, a lot of pressure on yourself pressure that you put on yourself, it's not easy. And that is 100% okay.
It's okay.
Nothing, it doesn't have to be easy. You don't have to naturally get something. Um,
The first
and
time.
yeah, and it's better that you don't so that you can understand all the little things in between. Um, but also just don't give up.
You can do this. We believe in you.
Yes, we really do. I actually wanted to do this thing where I go like this may be a little bit psycho, but
Well, this is already a psycho. It's a carnivorous hadrosaur.
yeah. Psycho Rangers. I'm sorry.
Psycho!
Do you remember those? Please
I
tell me
do,
you
I
remember
do,
the
I
Psycho
do.
Rangers. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I was so concerned for a split second.
Okay, so hold on. To kind of think about the actual body and
They
anatomy.
were they were scary.
They
I'm
were,
100% honest with
they
you.
were,
They were
they were really scary.
that is childhood right there.
Core memory unlocked. Oh, one of my dream DigiZ said one of my dream goals is to make an articulated Gigantoraptor. When I get myself a better setup.
Well, you know what? You can do it. You are more than capable of doing it. If you don't feel like you can do it right now, you're gonna be able to do it at some point. You definitely will.
You will do this, and then let us know because I want one. I want a Gigantoraptor.
Yeah. Um, don't be hard on yourself. Take your time. Take your time. Make it fun because the last thing you want to do is stress yourself out so much that you don't enjoy doing your work anymore. And I know a lot of people in life who have done that.
Mm-hmm.
So have fun with it. Definitely have fun with it.
I've met many talented artists that push themselves beyond,
Yeah.
and then just left it. And it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Some people need to take that time to step away, and if they don't come back, that's fine. There is no, what's what I say? Whatever your journey is and however you want to do it.
Hmm.
But one thing is though, never give up. Really, it never really leaves you.
Yeah. It comes back.
Exactly. So if you need to take some time, that's fine. But I'm not saying that's where your situation is. More so, just have fun with it. Don't get discouraged.
Hmm.
I'm getting way better at drawing dinosaur feet in perspective, but I need to still practice.
There you go. That's what I wanted to do. Okay. I wanted to make these like hadrosaur toes, like really stumpy. I thought it'd be kind of scary.
I like really like kind of the big blunt ones.
Yeah, there's just something kind of thunderous about them. Like imagine it like trying to step around and it's just going like thump 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 like
Ah, like thought, like
because they're not long toes, you know.
gotcha. I got him doing like that Lost World pose, but like revenge time.
Revenge time.
Remember, what scene I'm talking about where the parasaur gets like tripped.
Yes.
It's like, all right, I have come back. I'm deadly now. Well, it's okay. I'm not gonna lie. Jurassic Park, I love you, but my God, you really treat the Hadrosaur so terribly.
You know, I feel like Jurassic World did them even worse.
This is true.
Every herbivore in Jurassic World, they
How did the Indominus kill the Apatosaurs?
how why did they travel backwards from the Stegosaurus design? From the
Oh
Lost
my,
World, it was
yeah.
great. And
They,
then they just made it like what?
they made.
Sorry, this
No, sorry. Yeah, for the folks at home, we are not the biggest fan of Jurassic World. I actually
we're
would.
still making a short film based off of one, but that doesn't mean we like it.
Here's the thing: we much love the franchise, but we
There are
kind of there
discrepancies.
are discrepancies. But hey, if you do love it, that's fine. Like what you like. There's no right or wrong way.
Yeah. In all honesty, if it inspired you some way to become to get into like paleontology or, then go ham, go crazy.
We're not gonna stop you.
Yeah.
Okay, can't get too precious with this. Just gotta kind of.
I always thought the Papa Allosaurus was based on the scrap Lost World design. It's so much better. Yeah. Yeah, the Papa, yeah,
I heard about the scene with the Lost World Allosaurus, where it's supposed to be the scene where they're trekking through that field. You know?
which field?
Okay, remember the scene where like Roland Tembo is like, "Let's get this movable feast on the way," and it shows them marching. And there's
Was there
that.
supposed to be an
Yeah,
Allosaurus?
so you know the scene where they're like walking through that big green land, and they all look
And
to
it
the.
does the bum
Yeah,
bum bum.
but
Yes.
but you remember the scene where they all like collectively look to the right? They hear that animal noise.
Yeah.
So there is a cut scene where it's supposed to be an Allosaurus like taking on like an Apatosaur or something.
No
Yeah,
way. And that
so
was deleted.
yeah, it was deleted. That's what the noise is supposed to be. It's supposed to be literally an Allosaurus. Like there's a design they did for a Lost World Allosaurus, which looked great.
Where is this design?
I've seen it.
Where like
I saw it. I've seen it once, and I'm trying to remember where I can find it again.
I'm so bad right
I
now.
think it was in the DVD extra I saw it. And it was like they were talking about like, oh yeah, there's supposed to be like an Allosaur taking fighting a sauropod, but we thought it made the scene too long.
I'm so
I was
triggered
like,
right now.
why?
I get so upset when I know that there's lost concept art or lost footage.
Well, I know the PS1 Allo was like I think based off it. I think I can't be too sure. I'm not gonna like try to say that's exactly what it is. I just know that somewhere I saw an Allosaur that it could have been the PS1 one, but I know for sure that that was a scrap scene. There's also like a cool thing. I have one of the copies of the exactly scene. Yeah, I think it was a book maybe. I don't remember. It was so long
We're gonna have to
ago.
Google it. There
I
has to
know.
be because there are people who know way more about Jurassic than us. We're gonna have to
This is paleo
go to
lost.
their
This is
resources.
a paleo lost media kind of assignment. Yeah.
Yes.
But as we're saying though, another cool thing that I remember enjoying. Hold on, I get to see. I feel like the only downside to the Jurassic World steak is the lack of a beak. Otherwise, it's just a tail, and also so something with low tails in mind. Yeah, I wouldn't say they're like super perfect,
Yeah.
but I feel like I don't know. There's a quality of them that felt more animalistic, but that's just me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then again, I'm biased. I love The Lost World. That is my favorite Jurassic Park film. I could admit it. But you know, it was peak Jurassic Park for me. Operation
What?
Genesis.
You know, it's peak Jurassic Park for me.
What?
Dino Defender.
This is true. This is true.
I like that we have our the video games. The games themselves were such a they're their own thing. They're really amazing.
I love them so much. Yo, Dino Defender. Yes. I also have Danger Zone.
Yes,
I had Danger Zone. You had Dino Defender.
I'm actually making figures of the Dino Defenders.
Yes.
I need that. Like, I also want
Yes.
to cosplay, dude. I gotta design the cosplay. I gotta be a Dino Defender for a. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've taken I have a couple of projects that are talking about Dino Defender, and or the concept of the Dino Defender suit and everything. And I don't want to share them, but it's pretty fun stuff. I'm super excited.
Nice. Actually,
I
Justin,
took
I've
part.
been needing to talk to you. I need your help with the costume and special effects.
That's me.
Yeah, because a friend of mine's invited me to a large like cyberpunk festival in the middle of the desert where everyone dresses up like cyberpunk characters.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
I made myself a character, and I'm gonna be called the Time Hunter.
Yes.
And I'm
Okay.
gonna be like this kind of like techno barbarian dude that is gonna have like skeletons of animals from different time zones.
All right.
So
Okay.
I was hoping that we can tag team the concept art and do that together.
Dude, yes, I will. Yes, I am totally down for it. I love cosplay. I love that stuff. I
Yeah,
love it
we
100%.
got a window until like summer of next year.
Oh, we have time.
Yeah, we also get free tickets if we volunteer. So if you want to come with me, we can.
Yo, maybe.
Yeah, but definitely though, I need your help with the costume, good sir.
Oh, I 100% got you, dude.
It's kind
I
of
am
like a
like,
LARP. Yeah, it's a
yeah.
really cool thing. A friend of mine at my work was like telling me about it, and I'm like, yo, I need to go.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down, 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 down,
Down,
down, down.
down. Okay, I'm getting a little too precious with this. Let me just kind
Oh,
of.
I need to give him the baby claw back up there, and then I could start
Yeah, okay, so I got that.
on
Need to do a
the
second
finer
part.
details, and then I'll start painting this bad boy.
Nice. Okay, what's a cool pose to do? You know what? I'm gonna do one where it's like face is looking at you, but like its body is coming at right here. Yes. Okay, now I'm like warmed up. Uh, I would always stress this to anyone. Draw your dinosaurs from weird positions. The weirder, the
Yeah.
better.
Oh, 100%.
Don't get too comfortable just drawing them in the same side-on pose. Don't get me wrong. That is a good pose. That is a good, solid pose. I do many of that in my own time. But you want to start getting the habit of really practicing their anatomy, or at least breaking down their shapes. Like, don't get me wrong. The anatomy here is kind of like
It's
uh,
a freaking whack job,
it
but
is, yeah. But hey, the principles are still there.
yes, very much so.
Oh, Justin, I'm glad you liked the model I did earlier.
Oh yeah, that was super fun. It looks so great.
Thank you. Oh, I actually find it harder for it to do a side profile than dynamic pose for me. That's interesting. I think that's a cool thing though. Like I remember for me, it was because I wasn't I grew up with like the side pose, like the Gregory S. Paul kind of aesthetic.
The Crash McCurry side pose, right?
Yes.
I get you. I get you.
So I kind of it took me a while to kind of shake that and kind of get something a little more.
Yeah, I'll be 100% honest with you. So, I'm still dynamic poses for me are definitely a struggle. Definitely a struggle.
Really? I've seen you
I
do.
just I don't draw often. I think I don't know. I don't give myself the time. And I used to love drawing like I do, but I don't know.
Hey, you know
I
what?
don't know.
We got a couple challenges in mind. We're gonna switch.
Yes.
So if you don't have a chance, we're gonna have the chance.
Yeah. I'm excited. These are great.
It's gonna be fun.
Okay, now we can go ahead and move this entire leg. We're gonna attach it to the body. Yes. Move just a little bit like that. And do is use the bend curve. Start bending over the thigh. There you go. We can twist it. Where's the twist? There it is.
Actually, I'm gonna have this kind of like on all fours, like it's just touching down.
Mm-hmm.
The crest is actually a little too high. If it's coming at me like this angle, it's gonna be more like, there we go.
So we gotta do the knife on these guys.
Yeah.
There you go. That's good.
Nice. Yours is looking great.
Thank you. So is yours just looking amazing.
Thank you.
Hey, there you go. He's a chonk.
Yes, that is a.
I'm just like starting to see him now. He's a.
He's a thick boy.
I'm gonna start merging the tools together so I can
Nice.
start making the body parts look like they are actually a part of a body.
There we go. Okay, gonna do some erasing. Kind of get the legs looking righter. More right.
Nice vocab check.
You know. Righter. More right. It don't matter. You know what I meant. Like I said, these poses are meant to be kind of quick, easy, you know, nothing too serious. There's no life and death here. There's no refinement. This is kind of just to get a sense of action. These are like gestures, you know?
Yeah.
Just to get a sense of the character. Yeah, the dogs are barking.
I can't hear anything.
No, you can't?
Mm-mm.
Nice. It's funny. I was going to tell you something interesting, Justin.
Mm-hmm.
I think we talked about this before, but I'm actually, since, you know, we both made art our careers, we also are looking for other hobbies, you know?
Uh-huh.
I'm going to be looking to, like, learning how to make music.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, you definitely did tell me about this. I thought about
Yeah.
this earlier today, actually.
Yeah. Making music yourself?
No, I just thought about you when you said that, when you said you were thinking about making music.
Oh, thank you. Because I kind of want to start making just sonics. My dad made music. He was
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was a musician.
What do you play?
Keyboard, and he sang.
Oh, cool.
He was also a tattoo artist.
That's pretty sick too.
Yeah. He's a visual. He paints. He draws. I should preface this before I kind of people get the wrong idea. He was not really prevalent in my life, so I didn't really know him too well. But he is an artist, which is I kind of think is funny. because we both ended up drawing. Okay, there we go. Nice. I got 2 poses. These are nice poses too. You want to see them?
Yes. Yes.
Hold on, let me get them. Not yet. Not yet.
Whoa.
No, no,
Okay,
no,
but
no.
they look like they're clashing with each other though. There,
I know, I know.
look like they're fighting. That's why I think it's kind of cool about it. Like it looked like it was like slamming itself into the other one. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of cool.
I agree. That's kind of rad. It looks like okay. Now it looks like you just found a nest of 2 of them. They're angry.
Yeah, they look like they're just kind of chilling together.
They're very angry. All right.
He's angry.
Mommy's very angry.
One of the best lines.
Okay. So I'm gonna start laying in the basic color. First, though. Okay. So we get that in here. Let's merge.
Oh, dang it.
Okay. And we're getting to that time, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna go over and start adding some basic flat color in. Just flat color. There we go. Getting some nice designs in. Okay, there we go. Interesting, interesting. There we go.
I think I gotta add some teeth in this guy.
You know who was like a good kind of reference for me to kind of start thinking about drawing my getting back to what Digi said earlier. An artist that really kind of inspired me to kind of start like when I left paleo art or dinosaur art or creature art in general and came back to it. Like we were talking about this many streams ago, how like the space had changed, you know,
Mm-hmm.
where like there was a lot of new developments that I wasn't aware of at the time and had to catch up on. Right?
Mm-hmm.
There's that book all yesterdays and with John Conway and Seam Kozman and Darren Naish that really got me. It's like dinosaur art could be very different. You know, like you
It could
can
be. There's potential.
exactly, and there's like a lot of different things we can consider, and that helped me kind of go wild with kind of speculation. Cool thing about this, I could pixel lock this. There we go. It's all gonna be on the same thing. So yes, there we go. Just going with broad brush.
Here I load in my scale brush. Basic.
You see you see the little homage to the bloody tail I did with her tails?
Oh, where? Dang, oops, I didn't see. Oh, yes, 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 yes,
Yeah.
yes.
They got little red tails. Have you ever seen the show Primeval?
I've heard of it but never seen it.
I think you would love that show. I think really it's like something you would make.
Isn't it very BBC? Well, it is BBC, isn't it?
Yeah, it's BBC, but it's still something you would make. Nigel Marven makes it a cameo.
There's Marvin's an icon.
Oh, Arco, Acro. I think I have to hop off, but I definitely will continue working on this in post when done. Of course, and then tag us, and we're more
Yes.
than happy to share your art. Like we're always happy to see what you got, what
Yeah.
everyone does in the stream. Like we're really excited. We just love seeing great art. So yeah, whatever you got, if you feel comfortable and you want to share it, we're more than happy to share it too.
Mm-hmm.
So many good, talented people.
Yes. So many people believing in themselves.
Exactly. That's the best thing. Okay.
Okay, I gotta give this guy some teeth because I didn't give him anything yet. Poor guy's just been gumming his way through life. Let me hurry and save it though. Oh, I didn't even add his eyelids. Dang it. Let me add some, get this guy a mouth palette at least. Jesus. Poor guy.
There we go.
Extract. That's a little too much. Yeah, accept that. That'll be fine. Mm. Mm. Oh, that's actually kind of scary.
Oh, that looks terrifying.
Yeah, I was like, it's actually kind of. Okay, that might be fine though. That might be what we want.
Yeah, what is Halloween?
Yeah. Okay, let me get him some teeps because he needs
You
teeps.
need some toofs.
He does.
Oh, man. I got my little guys. They're all ready.
I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Oh, this is a question for you, RJ.
What is my favorite cryptid? Uh, mm,
This guy is RJ is all about them
I do
cryptids.
like
What
them.
is your favorite? Now I'm curious.
Oh, it's gonna be funny. It's I have California Pride. I have two. The giant California salamanders and the supposed giant California salamanders, I should say, or alleged, and the Fresno nightcrawler.
The Fresno Nightcrawler. Stop. The walking
Yes,
pants.
that is my favorite one, unironically. Come on, that is so awesome. They're just floating pants. I love them.
Oh my
They're so
gosh,
cute.
what a
I
riot.
love them so much. They're adorable. They just walk
That's
around
absolutely great.
being harmless, being goobers. I love them.
What a riot.
Yeah, so Fresno Nightcrawler and the supposed giant California salamanders, which
Uh,
feels more believable. I do preface, it's like I'm more of a skeptical person, but I do love, more in the line of Darren Naish. I do love cryptozoology when looked at more through an anthropological, sociological lens. Because at the end of the day, it's no different than what we do. The idea of what is the importance of monsters, in myth,
I feel like the reason why you like seeing it through that lens is because there's a story building aspect behind it
I
too,
know
and story
exactly.
building is like your thing.
Because exactly for me though, like when I was younger, I was like true believers, like man, Nessie's real. But for me, as I've gotten older, it's like, well, it's not so much that's the important thing for me at least. It's more like, well, the story is important because people
Yeah.
gravitate towards it. But then you find out, it's like, again, that's more like in line with what I actually enjoy about my art is like, and Justin knows this. I go on a lot about the idea of meta narrative and folkloric myth making and stuff of that nature. And it's kind of like this. I always like to kind of put it like this. When I was a small kid, I loved dinosaurs and comic books. And then as I got older, they just expanded. The dinosaurs grew into a love of evolutionary biology, paleontology, zoology, and so on and so forth. And love of comic books grew into a love of history, anthropology, culture, sociology, and just kind of those things. So it's kind of like this thing where I just kind of now love to combine them all at once in all my work. So kind of like this holistic, naturalistic lens of these things, or at least I try to do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's looking so cool.
Thank you.
But what is your favorite cryptid, Justin?
Oh golly gee. Oh dang. Um. Uh. 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 Uh.
That looks so terrifying with those teeth.
The. You know what? I could just go with like a the I'm like going you know, I'm gonna go with like the Central California Dog Man.
Oh, nice. There's
Let's
essentially
go with that.
the Central California Dog Man.
Well, yeah, I mean that's it's not it's one of those ones where it's like you don't really it's not really passed down like past the California, you know, like as far because there's a lot of cryptids out there that are only like relative to like the location. So it's one of those region locked ones, but the Central California
those,
Dog Man.
those region local ones. It's
Yeah,
like
for real
Pokemon.
though.
It's like real life Pokemon.
Like a
You gotta go to the specific area, dude. We could totally trade. I will trade you a Central California Dog Man for my Fresno Nightcrawler.
You know what? I'm down. I'll trade you my California giant salamander for your
Ah, hold on. DigiZ has some kinship with you as a Wisconsinian. My favorite are the Beasts of Bray Road and Hodag.
Mm.
Hodag is good.
Hmm.
I would
Okay,
like to.
okay.
I will raise you Hodag and go Slide Rock Bolter, the weird land whale. But that's cool though. The Hodag is amazing.
A land whale.
It is. It literally all it is. It just looks like a land whale that hangs on cliffs and just slides at people.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah, the lumber
what a
woods.
riot.
But the Beast of Bray Road is pretty rad.
Yes, 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 definitely.
As I'm pretty sure, did you said you saw, and anyone else who's watching, I did two cryptid stickers, which are test runs for a series of cryptid trading cards I want to do. I'm going to do them up right this time, though. I actually want to put a little more detail. So I'm going to do a series of stickers and release them, but it's looking like it's going to be a more involved project than I anticipated.
Does that make it a little bit more fun though?
No, it is. And I'm not even saying that's a bad thing. To be quite honest, I'm going to be very transparent. I'm very, very, very blunt about it. I have always wanted to kind of redo, or like in the spirit of those weird and wild Nat Geo trading cards or Discovery trading cards they would do.
Uh-huh.
Like where they have like it would be everything. It's like they had Beasts of the Imagination, they had Beasts of the Imagination, Beasts of the Past, and Beasts of the Present, and they
Hmm.
would do pretty much everything, like mythical creatures, dinosaurs, actual animals, uh, you know, things from fiction, you know. And I really loved it because it had these cool factoids about like not just like these things like if, for example, if you had a card about like the Black Mamba, it'd be everything about the Black Mamba and had some sick like '90s extreme art of a Black Mamba on it. But then you get like one about a wyvern, it'll tell you about like the history of the wyvern and like Norse legend and
Hmm.
whatnot. And you had another one about like Tyrannosaurus Rex. It's like it was very cool because it kind of like my little kid boy brain was just like yo all the things I like in one.
Oh my God,
So I
yes.
kind of want to do that, but I don't know. I kind of want to I still want to keep that vintage feel to it, but a big part of this project for me is a kind of like, with the things I'm kind of doing for my projects right now, I kind of wanted to do like kind of a, I don't know, kind of a Magic the Gathering creaturey kind of thing,
Hmm.
But there's some more details I got to hash out. But for that project, it'll come later. Right now, I'm just gonna finish the series of stickers I have planned for fall. I didn't want to keep it like fall to me is kind of like it's a season, a season of change.
Yes,
So
definitely.
kind of Halloween is ending today. So I'm kind of too late to just kind of brand is like, oh, it's a Halloween thing specifically. Um, so I kind of wanted to expand it, kind of like high strangeness season.
Yes.
So yeah. Uh, I'm gonna do while you're wrapping up your little one. I'm gonna do a quick little speed draw.
I think I looks like a fucking idiot. That's fine.
Oh, for the children though, Justin.
Oh, I said a bad word. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I
Uh,
forgot we're on.
you're okay. Just for context, people, Justin and I do swear like sailors, but we're trying to keep this
Yeah,
in more PG space.
we are. We're literally trying. Like that was a. Oh my gosh.
It's okay. You
That
only
was
get
that was. I only get like that. That was it. Like I don't have any more.
no. You get 1,000 years in the dungeon for the next one.
1,000 years in the dungeon. What kind of dungeon?
Uh, mm, that is a question that we can answer. The Dino Dungeon, the Dino Defender Dungeon. It's just a game of Dino Defender that you can never beat. It goes on forever.
Oh, it's okay. I can never beat down a defender anyway. It's a horrible. I used to have so much anxiety while playing those games as a kid. I always had anxiety while playing like every game.
I
It's
feel
an
that.
absolute nightmare.
It is a nightmare. A nightmare.
Okay, oh, he needs a tongue. Let me quickly give him a tongue.
Did you just give it like human teeth in the front?
Yeah, I don't know why. I give him herbivore, not like little sizers.
That's pretty cool though. It looks pretty.
I just thought it'd be scary. I honestly think that human teeth are like. I think it's because it goes back to I was thinking of those creepy pastas,
Oh yeah,
like Jeff the Killer, where it's like it's not sharp teeth, but they're like they're just human
human
teeth,
teeth.
but they're just
Oh
so
yeah,
exposed.
they look super weird.
It's scary.
Okay, so last time I did the Velociraptorix as like a speed draw. I'm gonna do dude, what's the one we can speed draw?
Tanatropheus,
You
whatever it was.
the Tanaconda.
Yeah, yeah, that one.
So you know what? I'm gonna do like the unreleased ones. I'm gonna do
Which one was that one?
the Dilo.
Ooh, oh, that really wacky, crazy one.
Yeah.
Didn't Jurassic Park Compound before do something like that too? They did something like they made a figure of it. Do
Yes.
it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the
Do
Dilo.
it.
I'm gonna do the Dilo. Dilophospinus.
That's what it's called. What a gorgeous name.
Yeah, this one's pretty rad. Shame it never got made to a figure. And here it is like Roland Tembo.
Yeah, it's fine.
God, they look so evil. They look so angry.
I know.
I love the colors on this though. It's kind of like Poison Dark Frog.
Poison dart frog. Isn't that a mood?
See, look.
Wait one sec. Let me... Oh, I can't see.
You can't see it?
Actually, I can't see anything.
Stream's on?
Where's this? Where's the screen?
You see it now?
No.
Oh.
Our stream's not. I actually. Oh wait, now stream's showing. Oh yeah, now I see it. Yes. Yeah. I see it now. That was weird.
Cool,
Why
cool,
was
cool.
I not registering anything?
I think there's like a lag every now and then, right?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
try and speed draw this in, as we're gonna wrap up at like what? You want to, how much too
I
long?
just gotta paint. I don't
Paint?
know. I just gotta paint this guy. Yeah.
Sure, sure. Like we want to call it like at 9:30.
Yeah, it shouldn't take me too long.
Okay. Whenever you finish, we'll call it. Take your time, buddy.
Actually, I don't like those two buck teeth in the front. I'm taking them out.
It reminds me of that one dinosaur inside of a saurus. No,
Oh my god.
you can keep them, but like maybe no, actually no, keep it like that. The beak is cool.
Oh, it's too later. Oh, like this right here? Oh,
Yeah,
you're right.
yeah,
You're right.
take the beak and maybe add like a serrated tip to it or something. Just mild, just make it jaggedy at the end.
Okay. I can do that. You're
Yeah,
right. I can do that.
like just like 4 prongs, like symmetry tool, 4 prongs, like 2 and 2. You don't have to do anything crazy.
Watch this. This is gonna be a. Let's do some. Oh no!
No. What happened?
What did I do?
Did you close it out?
It's fine. Uh, no, I think my it crashed.
Oh, it crashed. Okay.
Give me a quick sec. Give me a
Sure,
quick
sure.
sec.
It's just me, folks, to entertain you for the moment. It's okay.
I'm pretty sure I saved it though. I had to have. If I didn't, then like, I just shot myself in the foot.
It's okay.
And but in all honesty, uh, this doesn't surprise me one bit. I knew it was gonna happen at some point.
Hey, it's a miracle Zebras lasted this long. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it opened up. Yeah, so I have it back again. It's got no teeth now.
Oh no.
It's okay. I could just re-put in the teeth. It's really no problem.
Okay.
Let me go back to the share screen.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, luckily, I'm just glad it's just the teeth, dude.
Okay.
It could have been worse.
You sharing screen?
Yeah, I'm sharing my screen.
Okay. Quickly, folks, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen so we can get Justin back.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm just putting the teeth back in.
Okay. Show it to participants. There you go. Watch your stream.
Can you believe that? It was good. And honesty, in all honesty, that was gonna happen at some point because there's only so much that my computer can take. Because did you say? I remember you're talking about like professional stuff and everything like that. I'm using a Mac. Like I'm on a Mac and my my Wacom tablet is sitting on an a makeshift IKEA shelf. So I am 100% like it's not professional whatsoever. But I'm working with what I got.
My man is surviving.
I'm trying. Well, I am surviving. Yeah, you're right. I'm surviving, dude.
Something has survived.
Yeah, and it's gonna be me. Sorry, guys. I'm actually a huge NSYNC fan back in like 2000 and like one.
What's that one where it's like, oh my god, I'm trying to think of that one NSYNC song. These are the dirty dancer, dancer.
I don't know.
Or that's no, that's
no, because I had like a favorite album and everything.
no, that's New Kids on the Block. Sorry, I'm getting them confused.
Oh my gosh, yeah, you can't.
I'm sorry.
You can't bet. remember when you used to get tickets for shows and you had to go to you couldn't like you didn't get it online. You had to like go to a place. Like I remember for tickets for shows, we had to go to like Save Mart and they had like a the kiosk in the middle of the Save Mart where you would they would go and they would get you tickets. Like that's how I saw Walking with Dinosaurs.
Oh my
We had to go
god.
like to Save Mart and you had to go and this was like this was back in the day. And you had to like and they would get you tickets like at the Save Mart, like at the ticket
I
at like
remember.
a kiosk. I don't even know what that was. Like what was that concept? That doesn't make any sense to me.
It was like a tickets. I don't remember. I remember though. I remember what you're talking about, but it's been so long. So
Like
long.
why was that a thing? Like why was I don't how did that work?
It didn't. That's why it's
Yeah,
gone.
it really didn't. Yeah, that's why it didn't.
Oh, DGZ said I have a Cintiq from 2019, but I haven't used it. But haven't used it since early this year.
Yeah, I get that. Mine's from 2019 as well.
So
My iPad's from 2016. I still use that thing.
use what you can. Use
I
what is it?
really do.
Use what's at your disposal. This is just looking kind of like an odd Dilophosaurus, so I need to put a little more.
You have to mix it up with them crests.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to add more like Spino. There we go.
Oh, that's true, huh?
That's that's feeling a little better. That's feeling yeah that's feeling a little better.
Mhm. Okay.
So I imagine like these would be like cartilaginous rods or something.
It didn't. That's why we don't do it anymore. I'm sorry. It's stuck in my head.
The what?
When you said like, I was like, how did that work out? And you're like, it didn't. And so that's why it's gone.
It didn't. It's
Can't
extinct.
really be that way though.
It's extinct.
Yeah. You just get tickets from home now, dude.
You know what's funny? Like I'm trying to do the Spinalophosaurus, but it just looks like a Dilophosaurus.
I think maybe because we've seen so many crest interpretations now at this point.
Yeah, hold on. Let me try to uh okay, let me yeah, I got it. I got it. Do that. Let me do this.
Give this guy a quick tongue again.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna shrink this guy down. I think the problem is I'm just focusing on the head. If I could do the body a little bit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that will help break it up.
Wait, what the heck? Why is this?
What happened?
It's doing a. I don't know what's going on anymore.
It's being
There you go.
weird.
Yeah, it was being weird. I don't know what the heck was going on.
I always think it's like hilarious that like Dilophosaurus is just really titanic in size.
I was looking at that. I was looking at my Dilophosaurus sculpt for the novel collection Dilo,
Mm-hmm.
the new one,
Yeah.
and I was just looking at its head compared to its body, and you're right. It's so
Huge.
yeah. Like what's going on?
And the thing is, like, it's like 20 feet long, like the actual Dilophosaurus, and like it's like the weight of a polar bear, like a little more
Yeah,
maybe.
it's a behemoth, dude.
It's just, you know, I'm glad it's getting more love. Are you doing the tongue?
Yes, I did something and it looked really ugly and it's scary and I like it. I don't know what's happening to it now. Now it just looks ugly. It looks scary, and I'm definitely here for it.
That's what he's supposed to be.
Okay, now I'm definitely gonna just let's paint this guy because he's in desperate need of paint. He's ready.
Yes.
Okay. Let me flatten out these gums for a quick sec.
Ah, we were just talking about this like what like a couple of sessions ago. The Dilophosaurus roar from When Dinosaurs Roamed America is one of my favorite sounds. It is a classic.
The mechanical sounding.
Yeah, the chainsaw cat screech one, the metal
Yeah.
one, love it. Uh, just kind of a funny thing. Justin and I are not even joking, but we're seriously considering like doing at some point when we get through all the design series, we want to be doing dinosaur documentaries and like redesigning their doing our interpretations of their takes. So there will be a time when we do when dinosaurs roamed America, and I will do, like we will do the Dilophosaurus.
Yes.
Me- Mechanical cat screech one, yeah, for the win,
For the win. For the vine.
for the win.
Okay, yeah. Let's color this guy now. Okay, so we got what's inside his mouth. Is it purple? I'll just say it's purple.
Yeah, make it purple. Just make it purple.
Oh gosh, it's an ugly purple. That's fine. P for paint.
Okay, this is not a bad sketch really for the time considering, you know.
Yeah.
I went more concavinator with like its face, first with its back. But let me actually like do
Oh,
something.
I'm looking at it right now. I like it.
Oh, I'm gonna do something with its face real quick. I'm gonna do me a warp.
Yes. The power of the warp.
Yeah, there's something I want to do. I kind of want to just elongate. There we go. Sometimes you just gotta get a little stretch, you know.
Mm.
Now it's reading more like a Spinosaur. Just like it is super cool. That documentary is so good, but my God, it is so gruesome.
Is it just a bloody one in general?
Well, it is like you see, like when the Dilophosaurus kills like I forget what it's like a prosauropod, like a sauropodomorph. I forget
Oh
the
my
name. I
gosh.
forget the name of it, but like it jumps, like it mauls it horribly. There's a lot of blood.
Oh my.
and it bleats. They put like a sheep noise on it, so like it's bleeding as it, like it's making those like little sheep noises like when they bleat.
Oh no, that's horrible.
So it's like this is the most like sad noise ever, and it just like has this little like whimper when it gets like completely destroyed.
Okay, how are we gonna?
Okay, I'm gonna be right back. I just gotta go to the restroom.
Mm-hmm.
You have the command now.
Oh my gosh. All right, everybody. So what I'm technically doing right now is just I'm just putting in some coloring here. I didn't really plan it out, so basically we'll just see what happens here. Whatever it is, we just trust the process, and something fun will come out of it. Maybe we can- It'll be fun. I think some of the best parts of doing these sculpts is the painting. The painting is there's a sort of relaxing aspect, sort of a what's what I'm looking for. It's just it's very soothing. Doing like get down like that.
I am back.
Woo!
Oh,
Just
the paint job reminds me of Sauron from Primal Rage, which is a nice segue because we're doing that next.
yes.
Yeah, so folks, if you are curious what we're going to be doing after this, after the Ultimasaurus, which is our last foray into the Chaos Effect line, we're going to be doing Primal Rage.
Mm-hmm. That'll
And
be a fun one.
I know which one is our final boss. Do you want me to tell you, Justin?
Oh, what's our final boss? I don't even know.
The unused design for Necrosan.
Oh, okay, cool.
You know who that
I
is?
don't know what that is. Nope.
So there in Primal Rage 2, there was a giant purple skeletal dino dragon that was going to be the final boss that never saw the light of day.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Very much like the Ultimasaurus and King Ghidorah had a baby.
I'm down.
Like it's in the same kind of vein, so I think it'd be kind of a nice little segue.
Sounds like a riot.
Yeah,
That's right, because we wanted to do like sort of a boss type deal.
I think that's a kind of a good formula we can do. We have a final boss character,
Mm-hmm.
that we got to design. So the Ultimasaurus is our first boss character, huh?
Yes. Gosh. That's the one thing about like our run. It's sometimes takes forever to get to getting to paint something because 3D modeling takes a little bit longer.
No, no, it does. My good sir, don't ever feel like you're there's anything wrong with that. Take your time. Your own advice.
Yeah.
Just finish strong.
It is
Which you're
strong.
finishing very strong.
It's the plan, hopefully.
Yeah, it's looking great.
I'll refine the black a little bit.
It's
So
like,
on the face.
yeah,
That's
just like the black the black outline on the purple is really nice.
that'd be something a little bit well, because I mean it's supposed to be. It doesn't it has the
No, no,
black
it
on
does, it does. I'm saying you really interpreted that really cool in your design.
it. Right. I like the concept. I like the original. Like I remember in my old Paleo books, my favorite thing in like dinosaur art was when they would have like stripes,
Yep.
but the stripes would fade to the point where the color of the stripe would become like on the part of the animal, like, it'd become the dominant color, and then
Ah,
like the
yeah,
other, when it does that transition between
yeah, yeah.
whatever the dominant color was into the stripe, it's
I love that one. It's a great kind of thing. It's classic, you know.
very classic and very effective too.
It's very good coloration, good counter shading. You see it a lot in like reptiles and like birds.
Yes. I'm just like,
So real quick, Justin, I think it's important to kind of outline how we're going to do this if we're going to be collabing on the Ultimasaur.
uh-huh.
So we have a couple things in mind. So do you want to, because ultimately, since you have the more experience, you're going to be the one to model it, right?
Yeah.
So in the pre-production phase, how about we break it into three things? We have a
Okay.
pre-production phase, production, and then post-production.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Pre-production is the ideation. We're coming up with the idea. Production is actually making the figure, and post will be what we release and do everything.
Mm-hmm.
In the pre-production phase, there's gonna be ideation. So I think it'd be interesting if we do it like this, um, to kind of keep it consistent when we want to. We can both. How about we split the session like this? We go off and do our own takes, and then we consolidate. Pretty much like how I do my 6 roughs, right?
Yeah.
We'll do a 3 and 3, and we're gonna choose like our top ones from each other, and we'll combine them.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I mean? So we can kind of have like a good kind of unified vision.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Yeah. From there, we can kind of we can go into the 3D modeling, and I can help you wherever you need if you need me to do like breakdowns.
I thought it'd be really cool too is that during that time you can come up with like good color scheme patterns and stuff
Ooh,
like
okay,
that.
yeah, sure, I could do that then.
You
Yeah.
know, the one thing I wanted to mention, I did want to throw out this one idea.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because I want to say I pressed the wrong button here. uh, in a Jurassic fan film, uh, that I think probably told you about, there is an Ultimasaurus,
Yeah.
and the concept was that the colors of the Ultimasaurus are originally gray and black variations, and the reason it gets red on it is because it's blood stained.
Oh, that's cool.
And so I wonder if there was something that you could possibly like work with there, or we could just definitely try different versions. But I wanted to run that concept by you because I wanted to see your take on something like that among like just various color schemes that I know that you can come up with, because your color schemes and everything are absolutely fantastic, and I just really actually want to see what you can like
You can have it
what you
do
can like
something.
on that
We could
too.
have it do something where it's flushing blood into its face.
That's scary.
So like its face looks like relatively neutral cold, but then it flushes blood and it can light up patterns on its face like a ceratopsian. Yeah.
That is absolutely terrifying. I've never thought of that before. Okay. Yes, I am down. I'm
Yeah.
definitely down. I want to hear. I want to see it all.
Okay. So definitely we can we'll save our ideas until we actually get to the thing, but yeah. So I can okay. So while you're doing the modeling, so okay, we'll do the character in we'll get the basic character design itself.
Hmm.
Down, and then we will do once we settle on a design, I'll do color variants, or
Hmm.
refine the color variants. So we'll decide together. We'll have like a basic color variant after that, and I'll do some more refined variation of those color variants. So by the time you're ready
Hmm.
to paint, you have a
Yes.
selection to choose from. You can choose the best, and there we go.
It'll be the first official chaos effect. There you go. Chaos effect
Yes.
figure by JurassicJustin and RJ. Oh my God, it's gonna be
Yes.
exciting.
It's gonna be really cool. It's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be a super fun time, dude.
No
Okay,
wind.
that's not looking too bad. Let's get the
Yes, there we go. That it
let's
was
get on the
missing. It was missing some things.
let's get him on the face now. I have an idea. Okay. And okay, I got this. I definitely know what I'm doing here. Okay. Hurry and mark it out though. And I'll get the blue in the back in just a sec, but
This thing is looking evil.
dude, the facial colors, dude, can just do wonders, I swear.
I love it though. It looks amazing.
Okay, we can do here like that.
I can't wait to see the highlights of blue you're gonna add.
Yeah, I'm trying to visualize them in my head right now.
Man, you're getting so much faster.
Dude, I'm really trying. I'm hoping so. I mean, that's kind of
No, you
it's the
have
point of these
been,
things
man.
too,
Look,
right?
remember though, you before you were only doing the bust. Now you got a whole like figure.
A whole buddy.
Yeah, and a paint job on it. That's like, and you even got textures like a couple of times. You know.
Yes. Trying here. Oops, wrong button. Okay, yeah.
I love the way you draw like eyes. That's a
What
great.
do you mean?
Oh, that kind of looks like an ear. Looks makes him look like Green Goblin a little bit.
A little bit big ones.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you're doing there, sir. Lovely. Hold on, I'm gonna make the eyes a little bit bigger on this guy. Nope, that's not what I want to do. There we go. The Let me just quickly. I actually think I'm gonna do color to this, like quick sketch too.
Do it, do it.
Yeah, it's gonna be super rough, but you know, enough to get the message out there. You know. Oh my god, that's looking so good. Good job, Justin.
Thank you. Let's go back.
They kind of interpreted this more as a hump rather than like a well, it's kind of a sail, I guess. But it's more like concavinator. Is it concavinator, conquavinator? I don't. One of them is right. The one
I've heard concavinator. I've heard like concavenator. I've heard like everything.
concavenator.
I've heard a million things, dude. I don't even know. I think it's concavinator because it's like
It's concave.
yeah. Isn't like there's also like
I'm gonna call it that.
what
That's
else ends with vini Australovenator?
oh,
That's another one.
australovenator. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the
So many dinosaur names. I try my best. How would you pronounce Fuquivinator?
what?
Fuquivinator. That's how I pronounce Fukui. Like, you know, Fukui. It's Fukui Prefecture in Japan, which is funny. A friend of mine's
Oh
actually there.
yeah.
They're going to that museum to go see the dinosaurs. I was like, please do that for me. Go see them.
Yes.
I guess I have to do these guys red eyes. Yes. This is evil.
Evil.
It's literally what this guy screams like evil.
Hey, what's missing is that he just needs a new material on him. Find a better material. Not Madcap Gray.
Actually, this is, I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of coming out really cool.
Yes.
Like, do you see this?
I do. I like it. I like the sleekness of it.
That's what I've been getting a lot. Apparently, I draw really sleek dinosaurs and creatures, which I'm not complaining.
Streamlined is like tends to be like your thing.
Yeah.
Aerodynamic. Where is a good?
But do they look emaciated? I hope not.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Good. I don't want to be skin wrapped. I can. Well, skin wrapping depends. Like, not every dinosaur is going to be like super. Like, it's like one of those things. Like, you gotta pay attention to animals in nature. It's messy, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, for every chubby pigeon, you're gonna have like a nolus lizard, you know.
Yeah. Maybe if I change the lighting. Where's the lighting direct? Oh, jeez. Not work. Um,
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. This came out really cool. As a cool, like, little color sketch. It's like bonus, you know.
yeah. Where is that one material? Not that one, jeez. I think to find materials to make this look okay. Um, mm, mm.
Do that. There we go. And then there, on there. Darker green. Okay. I think I'm good. I got two. I got a bonus one, and I got the Paradeinonychus.
Yes.
That looks
Ooh,
amazing. That looks really good.
just have to settle on this material right here. Let me see. Let's do it by BPR render.
Ooh.
Is it too shiny or is it?
That looks good.
We can just go with that. That looks good as a render. That
Yeah.
looks good as a material render. We'll just go with that. Woo! Okay.
You got
Done.
it? Nice.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that looks so good. You got our two guys. Look at them.
Dude, look at yours. Fantastic.
Thank you. Let me just yours is really good. Yours came out really good.
Dude, I'm loving the colors on yours. I like how you made the purple the more dominant color. There's something that's so that and like the yellow is just really majorly the underbelly. There's something that's so unique about that.
I just kind of wanted to.
That's really fun.
Yeah. Let me just get that. There we go.
It's a perfect for a Halloween sculpt.
It is a perfect. It's terrifying. I think it's pretty, creepy looking. But yeah, there we have it, folks. Our two Paradeinonychuses. And I did one bonus Spinalophosaurus. Um, but yeah, and Justin did a whole model, and dude, it looks amazing. Like, look at yours. Like, zoom in real quick, like on the face.
Blah.
Let's show the public all that coolness. Look at the color patterns, dude. Yours is too sick.
He's a thing. He's a thing. Dude, look at yours. Yours is crazy.
We did
What a
great.
riot.
I think we did it.
What a great project today.
Yeah, what an amazing one. All right, folks. We're going to be calling it quits. Oh, that looks... Actually, no, that looks sick. Bro, go to that comic book one. That looks sick. Bro. Come to find out. That looks great, actually. I'm not going to lie. It kind of looks cool. Yo, oh, especially with that shading on there that you just added.
The BPR. Yeah,
that makes it look great. Dude, that's like a video game. Anyway,
there you have it, folks.
yeah, well, there you have it, folks. Tune in next week as we go into final boss mode. We're about to go take on the legendary, the terrifying, the tenacious Ultimasaurus. And we're going to make this into a, what would you say, two-part series, yeah?
Yes, and RJ and I are gonna talk about a couple more of the details, but it's gonna be really fun. It's gonna be fun. We're definitely because we are gonna make it into a figure. You're gonna see a more in-depth look of how RJ and I both tackle sort of a what we would consider sort of a professional project, from both of our views, both of our softwares, and we'll probably go a little bit more definitely in-depth discussion. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a riot.
Okay, so I think for next session, Justin, we'll make that the pre-production session. We'll just dedicate the whole time to making ideas.
Yes,
It's okay.
do sketches and everything, and we can even talk about like what articulation. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
We can send each other files and whatnot, and kind of watch them. We can draw on each other's work.
Yes.
But yeah. All right, folks. Thank you for visiting. Also, remember to save your artwork, drink water, and happy Halloween. Or if it's already the next day, have a good rest of your day, night, evening, wherever you are in the world.
Yeah, or if it's night and then Halloween has just started for you, be safe out there and have fun.
Yes. But yeah, catch us next week, every Tuesday at there'll be a normal schedule next time, so it'll be at 5 p.m. Right?
Yes,
Yep,
yes, it will.
at 5 p.m. And yeah, we'll be starting our final boss. But yeah, until then, have a great rest of your have a lovely time creating your creatures.
Mhm.
All right.
Have a good night, everyone.